Live from Mercer County, it is Christian Academy Louisville Centurion football is in the first round of the KHSA State Tournament 3A football. It is Christian Academy, number 11 in 3A at 6-4, coming to play on the number 8 Titans from Mercer County, 8-2 on the season. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Botello, privileged to bring you tonight's broadcast. I'll be joined once again by former athletic director Darren Long. And Darren, in a district that may be the toughest district in the state, Centurions are going to start off against a pretty tough team with only 3 points was the difference between them the first time, 45-42.
Right. Yeah, things changed a lot this year, but there again they didn't. We're still in the toughest district in the state, and but this is the exciting part of the year, and it doesn't matter now. You can throw out some of those RPI things and all that, and you can refer to the last ball game, but tonight it's 0-0, and we're out here on a beautiful night on a beautiful field, and you just got to win it if you want to keep playing.
Well, as we talked about, and many times this year we've talked about, the Centurions' defense against the run is going to be one of the keys of this game.
Oh, definitely. When you start looking at these team comparisons, and Mercer County, it's what they did to us last time is the amount of yards that they rush, and they averaged 236 yards per game. And that is what it is. I mean, they only throw the ball about 92 yards a game, so they're not going to hide it. They're going to tell you what they're going to do. And Cal's defense all week long has known what needs to happen tonight, and that's you got to get in the box. You got to get your helmet on somebody, and you got to make some good tackles.
Well, the good news is that last game when Centurions played Mercer County, they were -3 of their key defensive players, and Will Minrith, who leads the team in sacks, Braden Babin, who we all know about, and leads the team in tackles. And Gage Guerin that game limited to offense only, so that's got to help the Centurion defense.
Well, it's got to give you some confidence. And, coach and the coaches are all talking about this week. This is one of the best times of the year for us as Cal Centurions that everyone's healthy, 100%. Everybody's out here ready to go. Had a great week of practice. So, I mean, you got your best team out here, and if you're going to win it, this is the team you're going to win it with tonight.
The other thing in this game is going to be turnovers. Last time, Centurions 3 turnovers in the game. Mercer County 1. 2 of those turnovers turned into touchdowns for Mercer County.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's one of the big keys for tonight. One is you got to be able to stop the run. No big plays. That was another thing that happened a lot in that last game. There were some huge plays that the Cal defense gave up. On offense, keep the balance between the rushing and the pass. And like you said, tonight is turnovers. Turnovers and big plays. You got to keep those out because when you get to this level of football and you got the number 8, number 11 team in 3A, the idea is that whoever makes the most mistakes very rarely wins the game.
Oh, you just talked about how this Mercer County team averages 236 a game on the ground, and usually when you average that much, you have one key runner, and for this team, it's Malachi Yulee.
Yeah, learn number 22 because you're going to see it a lot tonight. Yulee, and he did it to us. I mean, he rushed for 178 yards against us in that first game. And get this, Mike, he is almost averaging 9 yards a play every time he touches the ball, just under a 1,000-yard rusher and 14 touchdowns.
And you don't have to worry about just him to rush, but also the quarterback, Kalen Drakeford, who does not throw a lot, but he will hurt you on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. He's only 37 out of 84, only thrown for 700 yards, but rushing 59 times, 300 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's got a punt return, defensive. That's the thing about this Mercer County. Their other backup running back, number 28, Braden Dunn, who's rushed for 500 yards. I mean, that tells you how much they're running the ball between those 3 guys. But Dunn's also the second leading tackler at 67, and he's got 3 sacks on the team.
But we take a look at the Centurions, and we're going to take a look. We talked about their defense a little bit. You look at their offense, Anthony Sabatino having another great year.
I tell you what, and what a ball game he had last week. He came in last week, 60 completion percentage. It's up to 62 now. I mean, he was so efficient, over 1,600 yards passing, and that's what I love, Mike. 21 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. He has been so efficient taking care of the ball and running this offensive team that's putting up 34 points a game.
We're about ready to go here. The kickoff will be by Mercer County to the Centurions. As we talk about the Centurions, we talk about their running attack. It's a double-headed monster there.
Yeah, exactly. And, man, I tell you, it's worked so well this year between Babin and Zimmer. Babin's got over 500 yards. Zimmer's right at 700. And, as you said, 200 two-headed monster, but they run so differently, it really makes it tough on those linebackers on the defensive team.
Noah Davis handling the kicking duties for the Titans. He'll be kicking off to Gage, Guerin, and Luke Leeper, the deep men. They'll be at the 15-yard line. Guerin with a kickoff return for a touchdown last time they played, so the kick's going to go to Leeper. He takes it at the 20, cuts back to the inside. He's got some room. He's across the 50, and he's going to get all the way into the Mercer County territory at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the game for the Centurions.
Yeah, give the hats off to the the kickoff return team. Man, they set up some really nice lanes, and Mercer County didn't break on the ball hardly at all. They stayed in their lanes all the way past the 40, and that gave Leeper just enough room to get up in great field position to start this game.
Ball's going to be placed at the 45 of Mercer County. That's where the Centurions will start their drive. Last time these two teams met, only one punt in the game. It was either a touchdown, a field goal, or a turnover. Double backfield for the Centurions. The Babin brothers in the backfield. Leeper and Guerin are split, one to the left, one right. Babin gets the ball. Big hole up the middle. He's going to get across the 45. Still going across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. And out comes a flag, which could be a face mask.
Yeah, we'll take a look at where it came in. The back judge called it. We'll see if we can get a call, but good run there. And I loved how Brandt turned back to the inside and then used his big body to pick up another 2 or 3 yards.
The ball is at the 39, but we've not seen the penalty yet. It's going to be a personal foul, face mask against the Titans. So this game is starting off great for the Centurions. That'll be a first down.
So there's the first penalty of the game, and it's a big one for the Centurions. I mean, only they start really well, get a good run, but now you tack on that 15 yards, and it really puts it in a good position.
Ball's going down to the 24-yard line in Titan territory. First and 10 for the Centurions. Double backfield again. Leeper to the left, Guerin to the right. Sabatino under center, hands off to Babin and coming to the right side. And he's going to be engulfed, is no better word for it than the big man.
McKittrick.
I believe that was Brent McKittrick. And I mean, you couldn't even see Babin's body once he engulfed him.
Definitely wrapped him up, only kept him to about a 1-yard gain there.
Ball's going to be at the 23. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Centurions. A beautiful field. They were actually playing at Old Harrodsburg High School field. Is that right?
That's correct, yep.
And just about 7 minutes from Mercer County High School. We know that because I drove to Mercer County High School tonight. But we have 2nd and 9 for the Centurions now. Babin brothers in the backfield. Leeper left, Guerin to the right this time. Hand off to Babin again. Had a hole, cuts back to the right. Bringing him down from behind is Bryson Yeast, the second leading tackler on this Titan team, but he gets down to the 21 is where I think they're going to mark it.
You know, it's interesting, Mike. I can't remember another game this year where we started with that 2-back backfield. You know, most times it's in shotgun with one back, with Babin back there, but the brothers back there we started, and I guess they just want to see if they can pound this ball a little bit, but it's going to bring up a long 3rd down here.
It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Centurions. Guerin and Leeper split to the left side, staying with the Babin brothers in the backfield. Braden and Brant Babin. Brant is the deep back and the one who does most of the running.
Little blitz.
Play action. Sabatino going to throw. Throws it low. Had a man open. Had Guerin open, but it was incomplete pass.
Gage Guerin's out there throwing his hands up. Come on, coach, let's go for it. Let's do it.
And it looks like they're going to. Going to be a double tight end formation. It looks like it is 4th and 7 for the Centurions. Not seen Sabatino short arm a throw like that all season.
No, I'm not sure if it just came out of it funny or what, but yeah, he definitely did.
Definitely the coldest night of the year the Centurions have played on. So split to the right is Leeper, split to the left is Guerin. Leeper goes in motion, but we're going to have a illegal procedure on the Centurions, and that's going to make it 4th and 12 for the Centurions.
I don't think that really changed any decision on Coach Cantwell. Another 5 yards, can still go for it. I mean, the only other idea is to punt it here and try to pin them down.
So 3rd wide receiver comes into the game now, so the play has changed. With 9:59 to go in the first quarter, Mike Botello, Darren Long bring you tonight's action at Mercer County, first round of the 3A state playoffs in Kentucky. Number 8 ranked Mercer County against number 11 Christian Academy of Louisville. Sabatino in the shotgun. Babin just to his left. Takes the snap, going to throw.
He's got him.
Man, he's got a completed pass. It is going to be Gage Guerin, and it's going to be enough for the first down.
I love that. Gage was just lined up in the inside slot, and just ran straight ahead as fast as he could. Just a good timing pattern by Sabatino. Never even broke stride when Gage caught that. Nice, easy first down there. Nice play call by Coach Cantwell.
All the way down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Centurions. A key pickup first down for the Centurions.
Imagine they'll go back to this double backfield.
That they are. Babin brothers in the backfield. Guerin to the left, Leaper to the right this time. Sabatino under center. Hands off to Babin, trying to find some room on the right side, trying to beat everybody. Now cuts up, touchdown! Babin with a 4-yard run. Centurions score with 8:59 to go in the first quarter.
Like that fullback, just goes straight up the middle. Brant takes one step to the left, comes back, just gives enough delay that he can go ahead and get that corner pretty easily, step into the end zone. Good play, good drive there, especially on that big 4th and 12 play.
So Centurions keep the TD theme going from the last time these two teams met. Cornett in to kick the extra point. Masters holding. Ball is up, and ball is no good. Hook to the left.
Yeah,
so
kind of a high hike there, but able to get it down. But as he came through, just kind of pulled it to the left. So
hopefully that will not come back to haunt the Centurions, but they did score. 8:59 to go in the first quarter, 6-0 Centurions.
So you got to start with that, Mike. Just a great kickoff return to begin the game by Luke Leaper to get us into Titan side of the field. And then a couple of good plays, a running, picked up first down, then kind of got stalled a little bit on that 3rd, 7th, which turned into 4th and 12. And just a great play by Sabatino and Guerin. And then finish up with Babin. Just a good play there.
So Centurions will get ready to kick off here. It'll be Cornett doing the kicking. You can kind of tell, too, being cold out there affected that ball, it seemed, on the
I tell
kick.
you, it was both of them have been kind of knuckleballs.
So back for Mercer County, we'll try to figure this out for you. They got red numbers on blue jerseys. Not super easy to make out. Dylan Warren is one of the men back. The ball is up. It's going to the other side, of course. It's going to be taken at the 15. Coming back towards the middle, now cutting outside and taking him down or knocking him out of bounds is Nate Dobbs. We'll see who the return man was here in a minute. Return was by...
I lost him, Mike. Sorry, I can't help you.
I'm following him. I'm just trying to get his number. Number 28, Braden Dunn on the return. He gets it all the way out to the 37-yard line. So pretty good field position for Mercer County. And my guess, Darren, is it's going to be a run play on the first down.
I like the way you think there.
So 1st and 10 on their own 37. We'll see what the Cal defense has in mind. As we said before, Cal back with some key players for this game. Braden Babin, Will Minrith, Gage Guerin, all back, did not play on defense in the first game against this team. Drakeford under center. He's going to pitch to Yulee. Yulee knocked down in the backfield, thrown for a loss. Henry Fetter back there with the tackle, breaking through everybody, and that's going to throw Yulee for a loss.
It's about the Mercer County game when they started putting Fetter in on the defensive line. And, man, that's the last part of the season. He has played fantastic coming in through there.
Make it a 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13. Drakeford goes in the shotgun now. Has Yulee to his right, in motion, handoff. And flipped in the backfield. Another great tackle by the Centurions. I think it was Gage Garrett.
Oh, yeah, Gage. I tell you what, he is excited tonight, too.
Dylan Warren was the ball carrier. And back to the 32. It's going to be a 1-yard loss, make it 3rd and 14.
I tell you what, it's early right now. It's 2 plays, but this Centurion defense is fired up.
That first game, Drakeford 3 of 6 in the passing department for 90 yards. He has trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. He's rolling to his left. He's looking. He's got a man, but here comes pressure. Now he's going to try to keep it and run. He's got some room, and he's going to be pushed.
He's going to make
the first down. It's going to be a 14.5-yard run for Drakeford as he got out of the pocket and able to get the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mercer County.
That's tough because that Centurion defense got really good pressure on it, kept him from rolling out. Good coverage there by the corners, but then once he went back to the right-hand side, he had plenty of room to run, and as you said, a half a yard past the first down marker.
All the receivers out to the left side, and the secondary just followed them over there, and then Drakeford took off to the right side. That was wide open. 1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line of Mercer County. Drakeford back underneath center. He's going to hand off to Yulee. Yulee
There's that.
knocked down. Babin taking his legs out from underneath him. It's going to be about a 1 or 2 yard gain. Make it a 1 yard gain out to the 49.
Yeah, good job by Babin. Came in there, kind of held his own. Saw the play was running his inside, kind of dove in. Was able to take his legs out, keep him to that, as you said, about a 1 to 2 yard gain.
Make it 2nd and 9 for the Titans. Centurions with a 6-0 lead here early in the first quarter. I guess really close to midway through it. 7:10 left and running here in the first quarter. Drakeford in the shotgun this time with an empty backfield. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a big hole up the middle.
Wow.
Tripped up at the last second, but enough to get a first down into Centurion territory to the 37-yard line.
I tell you what, if Brant Babin hadn't just kind of got his foot as he went by, that could have been a really, really big play.
So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Titans. Their second first down of this drive so far. Drakeford under center, 3 players in the backfield. Handoff to the first man through.
Number 20.
It was number 20 that carried. Peyton
Owens.
Owens with the carry. Babin with the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 7, a 3 yard gain.
Yeah, kind of with that triple look there and just hand it to the fullback because he went right up the A-gap.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 for Mercer County. Drakeford with the empty backfield. Trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Drakeford straight back.
Yep,
They're got a flag
start.
down. It's going to be a false start on Mercer County. There was one on the Centurions earlier. Now we got one on the Titans.
I'll make it a little tougher there as they come back to 2nd and 12. Saw a little switch on the defensive front. I believe Mozzie went out. I believe they brought Dupes in now.
Ball back to the 39, making it 2nd and 12 for Mercer County. They still got 2 receivers left this time. Drakeford goes back under center with the double backfield. It's going to be a pitch to Yulee. Nope, it's going to be a reverse. Coming back the other way and got some room is going to be done, I believe, and he's going to beat everybody. It's going to be a touchdown for Mercer County. Make it a 39-yard run for Dylan Warren on a reverse. And Warren was showing some speed on that play.
Yeah, definitely. I see these Mercer County coaches down here all high-five, and they've been working on that one all week. Just kind of bring it like a jet sweep, but then it's a toss back on the reverse. And once he turned that corner and set his foot, it was nobody was really going to catch him as he went up that sideline.
Noah Davis in for the extra point. Dylan Warren is the holder. Ball's down, kick is up, and this kick is going to be good, and Mercer County takes the lead with 5:38 to go here in the first quarter. So after the Centurions showing some pretty good defense, a couple big plays.
Right, yeah, well, and then one of the things we key coming in is you got to stop the big plays, and they picked up 2 big, long third down plays in order to keep that drive going, then came back to the little trick reverse play there to score. And hate to say there's similarities, but, man, last time we just went back and forth, and that's the way it's starting right here in the first quarter.
8-play drive that took 3 minutes, 13 seconds, covered 63 yards for Mercer County as they go in the lead, 7-6, 5:38 to go.
Let's hear it for our Titan cheerleaders.
Hey, it's kind of hard to see where we are. It sounds like a good crowd out there, Mike. It's a great press box, nice and warm, I gotta say.
Yes, it is.
But you can't really see the fans. We can hear them, but we can't see them.
The best news is we have clean windows in this press box, and we can broadcast through the windows and not have to open them, so we got to keep it warm. So Mercer County will kick off for the second time this game. Leeper and Guerin back. Leeper with a great 35-yard return last time to put him into Titan territory. We'll see which one they'll kick to this time. Guerin has a touchdown against them last time, and it's going to be a little pop kick. It's going to be taken and just catching it and falling down, I believe, was Andrew Dupes. Mercer County probably will take that every time.
Well, yeah, exactly. I was a little surprised. Andrew actually had some room, but, I mean, that's the way you're taught. Good play, good safe play, and still decent field position here starting at the 37-yard line.
So Centurions will take over in their own territory this time. First time they took over on the Mercer County 45. So the two offenses, a 45-42 game the first time these two teams played, and looks like it's going to be a shootout again. Single backfield this time for the Centurions. Sabatino under center with two receivers left, one right. It's going to be a handoff to Babbitt again. Cuts back up the middle. He's going to get to the 40 before he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Yep, went off that left side again and just kind of got big and powerful and got up there, picked up 3 yards. As you said, to bring up 2nd and 7. Went back to a one-back offense, 2 tight ends this time.
5:15 to go here in the first quarter at Harrodsburg Stadium, home of Mercer County football. Guerin splits to the left, Kevin King, and Luke Leeper to the right. Sabatino in the shotgun with Babin just to his right. Sabatino rolls to his right. He's going to pass the other way. He's got a man open. Gets it there.
He got it.
A great catch at the 25.
He's going to be tough to catch.
Touchdown, Guerin. Gage Guerin split 2 defenders to come back and get it and go all the way. A 60-yard touchdown pass to Guerin from Sabatino.
I saw Sabatino looked over. The safety pulled over to the right because there's 2 receivers right. That left Guerin one-on-one on the left. And I saw Sabatino kind of look over there. Good play-action pass. Kind of froze him just a little bit. Allowed his speed to get behind him, and how he got back between those 2 guys to make that catch was an incredible athletic play right there.
It looked like it was hanging up just enough to possibly intercept it, but Guerin made sure that didn't happen. Then with both those guys going for the interception, it left room for Guerin to go in for the touchdown, and the extra point is good by Cornett this time. Centurions quickly go back on top with 4:44 to go here in the first quarter, 13-7.
Yeah, that didn't take long whatsoever to get that, but just a well-designed play. Good setup right there. Really, I think that was set up a good play call, getting that safety over to the right. And if you can get one-on-one coverage with Gage Guerin, you're in pretty good shape.
So that was I'm trying to do my math here. It looks like a 49-second drive, 2-play drive for the Centurions that covered 63 yards. 3 with a run by Babin, 60 with a reception by Gage Guerin. So the Centurions will do their second kickoff of the evening now. We've had 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. So I think whoever can hold the other team one time is going to win this game.
Going to be.
So back deep. We're trying to make out these numbers still. It looks like back deep is maybe Jamison Lewis. And it's going to be a high kick to the far side. It's going to be taken at about the 15 and getting back out to just shy of the 30, I believe. Once again, it was Braden Dunn. So good coverage by the Centurions that time.
Well, you know, that first series by Mercer County, we talked about that Cal defense, did really well on the classic run plays. What hurt them is when Drakeford got out of coverage a little bit on a pass play, got a big play, and then on the reverse. So there again, it was 2 big plays that really kept that drive on for them last time.
Looks like it's 1st and 10 from the 28 for the Titans. Yulee the deep back as Drakeford is under center. He's going to hand off to Yulee, and he's going to be caught in the backyard by about 3 Centurions.
Matthew Mozzie was there waiting on him. Good play there. Henry Feder in there as well. Just a great job. Minrath in there. That whole defensive line just about made that tackle.
So it appears they are keying on Yulee tonight because he has not broken free or anything.
Like I said, on more of a classic play, they've kept him to negative yardage.
2nd and 12. In motion goes Dunn. Drakeford's going to throw quickly outside. Incomplete pass.
That was well covered anyway. I think that was still a very good coverage. So here we go. Bringing up a 3rd down behind the chains. Can they make a stop?
Incomplete pass was to Dylan Warren. That was the play, that last game when the Centurions played him with 4 seconds to go in the first half. That play covered 50 yards.
Yeah.
Centurions able to stop it. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right.
Look for the screen pass.
Yulee in the backfield to the left of Drakeford. He's rolling left. Here comes pressure. He's going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete. Going out to the sideline for, looked like it was Warren, Dylan Warren. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and believe it or not, a punting situation.
Yeah, Mays on the coverage there. Had him pretty good coverage. Just a tough pass and missed it. And so you're exactly right, Mike. This is great. We finally did make a stop. And get the ball back here. Should get decent field position as well.
Back for the Centurions going to be Luke Leeper, I believe. Leeper it is. The punter, I cannot make. Oh, it's Drakeford. The quarterback is the punter as well. And so Leeper.
34.
Oh, I was wrong. It is 34. It is Noah Davis, the kicker. And the ball's going to hit about the 40, take a Centurion bounce and a Titan roll. And it's going to be at the 42-yard line. Great field position for the Centurions.
Yeah, actually 5 yards better than they were the last play. So this is great. Winning the field position battle on this series.
1st and 10 from their own 42. I'd like to welcome all our listeners on Live Sportscaster and NFHS KHA broadcasting team joining us tonight. Good to have all you fans with us as well on the Cardinal Sports Network. We're Centurion Sports Network. I just can't keep the U of L out of me, you know. 1st and 10 for the Centurions. Trying to figure out their plays. 2 receivers to the right, Leeper and Garen Sabatino in that shotgun. In motion goes Leeper. He stops, comes back. Now he's going to go the other way. A shuttle pass to him. He's got some room on the left side. He gets to the outside across the 50, 45, 40. Knocked out of bounds on the far side on a knockout by, that was number 13, Jamison Lewis, but not after a huge pickup into Titan territory all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Hadn't seen that play. That's a new wrinkle. Send Leeper is out to the right. As you said, he comes in motion. Looks like he's stopping, comes back out like it's going to be a run play instead. As a ball snapped, he cuts back to the inside, goes against the grain. Nice inside pitch from Sabatino.
23-yard pickup for Luke Leeper. 1st and 10 Centurions. This time Leeper and Guerin go to the left side. Babin in the backfield. Sabatino goes under center this time. In motion comes Leeper. Again, it's going to be a pitch to Babin. Trying to get outside. It's got some room across the 35. Powers his way down to the 30 before he's brought to the ground by number 25, Jalen Lukic for the Titans.
Yeah, so on that first down, kind of go back to what they were doing, just kind of a power football, picking up that's a good pickup there at 5 yards. They've been getting about 3. I got 5 that time. 2nd 5 is one of the perfect plays here.
Ball at the 31.
Gives you lots of options.
Guerin left, Leeper right. Double backfield again with the Babin brothers.
Got one-on-one coverage with Guerin again.
Play action. Sabatino back to pass. Going to throw to Guerin. Overthrows him a little bit.
That looked like I thought maybe a flag might come out there, but
it was single coverage, but the safety was coming over quickly. So it's incomplete pass to Guerin. It'll make it 3rd and 5 for the Centurions. We've not seen a pass to Luke Leeper yet, who has been the favorite receiver of Sabatino this year.
I think where Sabatino's really come along here in his senior year is able to find those matchups that he likes when he gets up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 5 for the Centurions. You got to think it's 2-down territory from here. Babin brothers in the backfield. Guerin comes in motion this time. Hand off to Babin up the middle. He's got some room. It closes quickly. He's still able to get a bunch of yards. We'll see if it's the first down or not. He was tackled by Yeast, and it's going to be just short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Centurions.
Yeah, another cut back by Babin as he gets across the line of scrimmage, cuts it back inside, kind of takes on those inside linebackers. Good strong run. Going to bring up a long 4th and 1.
Ball on the 27-yard line. Couple boys with a little bit of girth on that front defensive line for the Titans. Double backfield again, Sabatino under center. And there's going to be offsides. Sabatino with a hard count, and some Titans just ran right over.
That's exactly right. They were bringing both their inside linebackers right over top the center, and they just kind of got lost their balance and actually kind of pushed one of their players over to the offsides. We'll take it, bring up first down.
1st and 10 for the Centurions at the 22-yard line. So I think we've had 3 penalties against Mercer County tonight, 1 against the Centurions. 2:03 and counting here in the first quarter, 13-7. The Centurions with the lead. having the ball in Mercer County territory. Winner goes to the second round of the playoffs. Hand off to Babin. Hesitates behind the backfield. Gets it. Takes a couple Titans with him all the way down to about the 15-yard line, it looks like. Nice pickup for Babin on first down.
Yeah, Babin's wanted to be physical tonight, and that was a good one there, and that's going to wear down over time. But got through one arm tackle, kind of put his head down. Nice pickup of 6 yards this time on first down.
Be 2nd and 4 for the Centurions. Centurion offensive line just blowing off the line tonight on those runs, doing an excellent job. Guerin and Leeper go left. Sabatino takes his time under center. Play action. Sabatino rolling left, looking to throw.
Oh.
Throws it high, a little bit high, going for Leeper. And just a little bit high, going to be incomplete, and that'll bring down a 3rd and 4 for the Centurions.
Yeah, just off just a hair there. That's kind of a comeback play, kind of a timing play, and just couldn't quite get it down quick enough as Luke came back. Incomplete pass, so 3rd and 4, very doable here, though.
Sabatino looks like he's having a little hard time grabbing that ball in this cold weather tonight. Make it 3rd and 4 for the Centurions. Leeper left, Guerin to the right. Double backfield again. In motion is Leeper. Hand off to Babin. And he's not going to give up. I thought he was going to be tackled behind the line, and he's able to push his way out past the first down marker, I believe. Or pretty close to it. It's going to depend on the spot.
I think it's going to be short again. It's close.
Boy, he was hit right at the line, and I don't know how he got through there.
Yeah, kind of lost track there. Was it going to be about another long yard maybe?
I believe it is going to be marked as 4th and 1.
No, they gave it to him.
It is going to be a first down, so make it a first down for the Centurions. You know, I was watching down there, and it looked like 2 Titans had him. Then he got through, and I saw both Titans like slam their hands on the ground, mad that they couldn't wrap him up. Babin having a great evening so far. 1st and 10 at the 12 for the Centurions. Leeper left, Guerin to the right. Double tight ends this time. Babin is the lone back.
Oh, they went again.
And Sabatino draws him off sides again. And that's going to make it 1st and 5 for the Centurions.
Titans getting just a little eager there, and Sabatino doing a good job of changing the count. Love this 1st and go from the 5-yard line.
It's 1st and 5 from the 7-yard line.
Yep, 1st and 5 from the 7.
13 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Not sure if they're going to get a playoff or not. Sabatino taking his time. Tries to draw him off sides again, and he does again.
Yeah, I think this one could be on us.
If it is going to be illegal procedure on the Centurions.
So just gave it right back. Somewhere over there on the left side, saw them kind of just bend their knee a little bit.
And now we have 4.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now we have no time to go in the first quarter as we come to the end with the Centurions leading 13-7 over Mercer County.
Well, Christian Academy, as we do each week of this football season, we just want to thank our athletic trainer from Court, the best in rehab, for being the official sports medicine and rehabilitation provider for the Centurions. We would also like to recognize Dr. Shaper with Ellison Bodenhauser for volunteering his time this season with our team. Court has several convenient locations throughout Louisville, Lexington, and southern Indiana, and offers the best in physical and occupational therapy, as well as sports medicine coverage to local high schools, colleges, and community organizations. Visit Court on the web at www.court.com. Court, the best in rehab. Well, making healthy eating choices is easy with Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe. All recipes at Taziki's are made fresh daily and inspired by Mediterranean cuisine. Their menu features freshly grilled meats, original sauces, and healthy sides, as well as vegetarian and gluten-free options. Join Taziki's for lunch or dinner any day of the week. Visit Taziki restaurants in Middletown and St. Matthews. To learn more about Taziki's, visit tazikiscafe.com.
And I strongly recommend you visit Taziki's. Great food there. They do just an excellent job. A great place to go. Great atmosphere. Great food. Just a good place to be for a good meal. So we're about ready to start the second quarter. Mike Botello, Darren Long with tonight's Centurion football action. as they take on Mercer County. Winner of this game will play the winner of DeSales and Western Hills from this evening. 1st and 10 for the Centurions. And we have a whistle blown, but no flag. So all the officials seem to know what the problem is. Oh, the officials wanted the clock person to start the clock, but she knew the rules and wasn't supposed to. So now we're ready to go. Hand off to Babin. He stops at the line, does a little spin move, and he's going to be thrown for his first loss of the evening.
Yep, got swallowed up a little bit, kept trying to probe that line of scrimmage, trying to find a way up. Mercer County did a good job that time. Big loss there on first down. Going to bring up, what, second and about 13 maybe? Second, 12.
Ball is back to the 15-yard line. Placed actually just in front of the 15-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and 12.
There we go. Can pick up a first down here. You don't have to score.
Leaper goes right, 2 receivers to the left. Kevin King, Gage Guerin. Sabatino in that shotgun. You can see the frost coming off the breast of the player. Sabatino going to throw it a little pass, safety valve pass to Babin, and he's going to be thrown for another loss. It looks like Ethan Baker or Braden Dunn. I can't tell the 28 or 26.
Yeah, I believe that was Braden Dunn on that play. And Babin's just kind of standing there, and Sabatino kind of looked down, just no big hurry, just kind of flipped it out to him. Wasn't even that hard of a pass, but gave Dunn plenty of time to get there. Good open field tackle, long 3rd down here.
2-yard loss on that. That's going to make it 3rd and 14 for the Centurions.
See if we can look for a little slant. We're going to get one-on-one coverage with on the outside.
Guerin
like
and
Luke
King.
Leaper out there.
Leaper out to the right. Harrison Zimmer in the game at running back, just to the right of Sabatino. And he's going to get the
right
pass. He's wide open. It's going to be touchdown Zimmer.
Yeah, that was a
14-yard pass from Sabatino to Zimmer. You know, I was gonna say last game they threw the ball 4 or 5 times to Zimmer out of the backfield, which they had not done all year.
Well,
and here they do it
and
right
that was
here.
the play. I mean, Zimmer didn't even chuck anybody or anybody. He just came right out of the backfield, right up the middle along the hash marks, and nice easy throw for Sabatino right there.
Cornett on for the extra point. Ball's down. Kick is up. That's his best-looking kick of the night. And the Centurions go up 20-7 with 10:21 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, a couple of really well-designed plays put in by Coach this week. Like that one a lot. You know, you mentioned they did throw the ball to Zimmer, as you said, out of the backfield, but that was the play. I mean, he pulled the safety from the left-hand side. He had Luke Leaper on the right, who actually ran a flag, and that left the middle wide open for Zimmer coming flying out of the backfield.
That is Zimmer's 15th catch of the year, his first touchdown reception of the year. He has 6 on the ground, but he'll take him any way he can get him. That was a 10-play drive that covered 58 yards. We'll figure out the time later. It was about a 5-minute drive for the Centurions, and they get ready to kick off. Cornett approaches the ball.
Good kick.
Going to be kicked. It's going to be taken at about the 15-yard line in a
through.
big hole and getting through. Cornett trying to push him out of bounds and finally does. I believe that was Dylan Warren. He has shown some speed at receiver, and now he shows it on the kick return.
Yep, there's those big plays again. That one's going to give the Titans really good field position as they get this next series going. She said he got through that first wave, and he turned on the Jets.
So with 10-12 to go here in the second quarter, Mercer County is going to have great field position at the Centurion 36-yard line. Drakeford's going to go under center. We haven't seen this offense for a while, over a 5-minute drive for the Centurions. Drakeford's play action. Coming back to play. Here comes pressure. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles.
There we go.
And finally knocked down. I'm not sure who hit him in the backfield. He had 2 guys hit him in the backfield. Drakeford, a great job eluding them.
Might have been Menrath that got the first shot at him. He got up and came back. I thought he was going to get away for a minute there, but good job getting to the ball for the rest of the Centurion defense and get him down.
Centurion defense pursuit tonight has been excellent. Make it 2nd and 10 for the Titans. Lewis and Dunn split out to the right side. Drakeford in the shotgun. Hand off to Yulee.
Good job over there by the right side.
Centurions. Jake Taylor is in there.
Yep, both linebackers, Babin and Taylor.
I believe it was
Mays.
Barr? Mays was in there as well.
Wow, great job of those 4.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Titans.
Try to get Yulee to the weak side, kind of one-on-one cover, or try to get out there and get him one-on-one with somebody. But, man, Centurions had nothing to do with that.
Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Drakeford, he's going to roll right. He's still looking. Here comes some pressure. He's going to throw it long. He's going to loft it. It's going to be incomplete. Would have been an amazing catch. Trying an over-the-shoulder catch, but went right through his arms. I believe that is, I can't tell, that's 25 or 26. I believe is either Baker or Lukic. And he laid out.
I tell you what, if he had made that catch, it would have been all him. I tell you what, that would have been one athletic play, but luckily for the Centurions, it falls harmlessly, and Titans look like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 10.
4th and 10 from the 36-yard line. Now, Drakeford, the quarterback, is the punter as well, so he could do a little pooch kick at any time from here. But it looks like he's going to try to make the play. Back to pass, straight drop, fires it over the middle, wide open, but overthrows his man. Wide open in the middle.
Henry Fetter was coming right up the middle, straight at Drakeford, and maybe that was just enough for him to have to get the ball up a little bit higher, but it was close.
Pass was going for Braden Dunn, and it was just too high for him to get, and the Centurions are going to take over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he came from, but he was wide open, came in from the right side somewhere.
So the Centurions will take over on their own 36-yard line. 9:18 to go in the first half. Centurions up 20-7 in this game against the Titans.
I'd love to see about another 5-minute drive here, Mike. That'd be fantastic. Get some more points on the board.
That it would. The Centurions go with the double backfield again. This time it is Babin and Zimmer in the backfield. And Zimmer is going to get the handoff. Tries to get out. Oh, that's going to be a face mask. And there comes the flag.
That could be another one there.
That is a huge loss, but it's going to be for naught as Zimmer tried to get outside. And I think everybody in the stand saw that one.
I mean, it literally flipped him around backwards.
So that's going to be a penalty in the favor of the Centurions. So that's going to be good for the Centurions. That's going to be from the spot of the foul. It was back about the 33-yard line. Official trying to walk through all the Titans on his way. They're walking slowly, and it's going to be just enough for a first down out to the 47. So the Centurions, with their 6th first down of this first half. Leaper right, Guerin to the left. Sabatino will go under center again. Braden Babin at the fullback slot. Zimmer gets the ball, tries to cut out to the right this time. Now he cuts up. He's going to get about 2 or 3 yards on the play. He's going to be just short of midfield. I think it's going to be 1 yard.
I believe 53 Dakota Browning made that tackle, held on to him. He tried to cut it out, as you said. He was going up to the middle, decided to take it to the outside, turn the corner. It was held to only a 2-yard gain.
Now we've seen Babin go up the middle. Not a lot of success trying to get outside. That time Zimmer tried to push it outside, couldn't get there.
Yeah, just trying to probe the outside a little bit, but with the speed of Harrison, he can make that corner.
2nd and 8 for the Centurions. It is Zimmer and Brant Babin both in the backfield this time. So the 2 running backs are in there, and Sabatino's going to throw a screen, and it's going to get some yardage. I did not know who that was thrown. It was thrown to Zimmer.
Zimmer, yep.
And he's going to move the ball about another 4 or 5 yards into Mercer County territory.
Actually read pretty well that time by the Titan defense to keep that to a short gain.
Ball in the 48 of the Titans, 7:54 to go first half. 20-7. Centurions with the lead here in the first half. Centurions babbing a 4-yard run, a 60-yard pass to Gage Guerin, and a 14-yard pass to Zimmer from Sabatino are the 3 scores for Centurions. Warren with a 39-yard run to account for the Titans touchdown. Play action, Sabatino going to throw. He's got a man open. I believe it is Will Parr, the tight end. It's going to be another first down on a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, good play there. Will just kind of came across from the far side on the tight end, worked his way across the middle. Took a big hit there as he made it, but held on to it. Big first down.
Ball's going to be at the 32 of Mercer County. And the middle's been pretty wide open tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something the coaches have seen this week on film. And, in high school football, it is there. That's a soft spot in the defenses.
7:05 to go here, first half. Babin the lone back. Double tight end. Play action, though. Going long. He's putting it up for Leaper.
He's got him.
Leaper's behind his man. He's got the ball. Touchdown. Leaper split the defender. Sabatino put it right where you needed to. 32-yard touchdown pass to Luke Leaper.
I tell you what, you're talking about an accurate pass right there. Just the right loft of the ball. Knew Leaper could outrun him when he released that ball. Luke still had 2 guys behind him, flew through them, and made that nice soft catch over the shoulder for the touchdown.
Luke Leaper pulls in his 9th touchdown catch of the year. Ball's down, kick is up by Cornett, and the kick is good. And Centurions, with 6:51 to go here in the first half, go up 27-7 over the Titans.
I tell you, that play-action pass has been very successful tonight. Been a killer for this Centurion offense.
She stuck her finger in it. It's so sweet.
So here we go, up 27-7 with 6:51 left here before halftime. Feeling pretty good, but we've seen this Titan defense, especially that last game, how quickly they can score. But that Centurion defense has played really well the last 2 series against this Titan offense.
A 2-minute, 27-second drive, 5-play drive that covered 64 yards for the Centurions, ending in that 32-yard touchdown pass from Sabatino to Luke Leaper. That is, as we said, Leaper's 9th reception of the year. That is Sabatino's. You had those 3 in this game. If I can get my cold fingers to work here and move my pages. That's Sabatino's 24th touchdown pass of the season. Got a bouncing kick to the Titans, and they got a man free on the outside again. And it's going to be Dobbs knocking him out, and that is going to be...
Is that Yulee?
That is Braden Dunn.
Braden Dunn, yeah.
On the run back, and so...
I tell you, the run backs are just really hurting right now.
Both teams are showing they are pretty good on the offensive side of special teams. And Mercer County is going to take over.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Right at midfield, 6:43 to go, 27-7. Centurions with the lead. Number 11 versus number 8 tonight in 3A. Winner goes to either DeSales or will host Western Hills next week. Whoever wins that game is who is played. Drakeford under center. Drakeford, ball's on the ground, fumbled, and Drakeford just falls on it. So it'll be a 1-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Yep, just tried to pull away a little too quick there. Ball kind of fell to the ground. That can happen on a cool 30-degree night. Good job getting it back, though. Big change here for the Titans. Personnel change.
Let's say the winner of this game will be playing DeSales next week, because they were up 40-0 at the end of the first quarter. Ooh. Drakeford
Going to have
in the shotgun.
Here.
We're going to have an offsides against Mercer County. So Mercer County is hurting themselves a lot tonight.
The outside receiver here for Titans still not sure what he's doing. He never left his spot, and they blew the whistle on him. He just turns, looks at his coach. He goes, "Yeah, you did." So
it'll be 2nd and 16 for the Titans. Drakeford's going to keep it.
Oh, man,
hesitates.
He got through there.
He gets through, and he's got a lot of room, and he could go all the way.
Garen's got a chance. Nope.
But it isn't going to work. So Drakeford, who had 2 touchdowns against Centurions last time, runs a 56-yard run, but they said there's a flag somewhere. A flag is on the far side at about the 33-yard line, where absolutely the play was not even around
nothing
there.
going around over there.
So let's see what that call is going to be. David Buchanan, the 5th-year coach
Yeah, I can
for
imagine.
Mercer County, out on the field, and the officials are conferring. I have no idea what the call would be that far on the side.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning against the Centurions.
And
So it's going to be a
good.
touchdown. That is a 56-yard run for Drakeford.
Telling you, there's a big play again. This Titan offense loves the big play. Been a booger to this Centurion defense. That was just a simple draw play, too. Put 5 receivers out. Just get that coverage right up the middle of Drakeford. Just kind of paused for a moment and then took off.
Davis in the kick. Holding for Davis, Dylan Warren. So a good kick return and then a big run. And this ball flutters its way up there, but is good. And with 5:46 to go in the first half, it's 27-14. Centurions with the lead now.
Well, we knew this ball game wasn't close to being over. When you got 2 good teams like this, even with the big lead there by the Centurions. So cuts it, as you said, 27-14 with 5:46. Centurions about to get the ball. See if we can get a drive here and get a few more points before halftime.
That was a 58-second drive that took 2 plays, covered 56 yards, and that 56-yard run by Drakeford. And that made the score 27-14 in favor of the Centurions. That is Drakeford's 6th rushing touchdown of the season. I don't think anyone's going to be able to sit down and relax in this game.
No, I think you're going to be with us for the entire telecast.
Davis to kick off for Mercer County. Leeper and Guerin are deep, setting up at the 15-yard line. Last time it was a pooch kick to Andrew Dupes, and it's going to be short this time, but taking it is Babin. He's not real sure what to do.
Yeah.
There was a little mix-up back there as Leeper and Leeper was coming up to catch it, and Babin caught it.
But then almost just kind of stood there. So,
but the Centurions do have the ball. The good news is they didn't fight over it and fumble it. They do have the ball on their own 27 to start this drive.
It's maybe their worst starting position of the night.
They've started on the Mercer County 45, their own 37, their own 42, their own 36, and now their own 27. But it gives them a chance for a 5-minute drive here. 2 receivers left, Guerin and King. Leeper to the right. Sabatino going to be in the shotgun with Babin to his right. And he's going to pass it. He's looking, throws it out to Babin. It's the same play he connected with Zimmer on the touchdown play earlier in the game and gets about the same amount of yardage out to the 42 for the first down.
It's such a nice play coming out because your running back's got speed, and he's already running north and south. And talking about an easy throw for Sabatino just to hit him in stride just about, 5 yards past the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line, the Centurion own 43-yard line. Guerin and Mays in the game now, split to the left, Leeper on the right side. Watch Mays going long. It's going to be a handoff to Babin, though. Oh, would have had a lot of yardage,
man.
But he is tripped up. He tripped over somebody's feet at the line, and he's going to get about 3 yards on the play, but he had a lot of yardage in front of him.
He did. Out to his left, it was wide open.
Make it a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 for the Centurions. Mays goes right with Guerin this time. Leeper switches and comes to the left side. Sabatino staying in that shotgun. Mays moves inside. Now rolling to his right is Sabatino. Going to throw a quick pass to Guerin. He's got the first down, breaks a couple tackles across the 40 to the 38 of Mercer County.
Yeah, another well-designed play. kind of get that ball to Sabatino. Rolls out, as you said, to his right. He had 2 or 3 options there. Saw Guerin kind of pop about 7 yards down the field. Good play.
Ball marked at the 38 of Mercer County, 1st and 10. 4:09 to go first half, and running is the clock. 27-14, Centurions with the lead. Leaper right, Mays and Guerin to the left. Babin just about a step in front of Sabatino to his right as Sabatino back to pass. Now he's going to keep and run. It closes quickly, but he's still able to get about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, good safe play there. It could have been a big pop. Held to about 3 yards there, but read it really well.
It took about 2 or 3 games into the season of Sabatino's time, but he has started to run the ball a lot more.
Yeah, definitely the second half of the season.
It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Centurions, make it a 2-yard gain.
Want to mention we do have play clocks in the end zone down here at Harrodsburg.
Trips to the left this time. Mays is the farthest one out. Then Guerin Leaper, who goes in motion, now stops, comes back. Sabatino gives to Babin on the counter, and he's going to get across the 35 to about the 33-yard line, maybe the 34.
Well, he hadn't made a good cut there. That would have been a loss of about 4 yards. So give Babin some credit there. He's able to just to barely miss a tackle coming in, at least get some positive yardage out of it.
Ball marked at the 34. It'll be 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 5 for the Centurions. I think the Centurions have gone for it once or twice on 4th down tonight and made it both times. Leaper right. Guerin and Kevin King is back in the game to the left. Sabatino's going to roll left. Fires Guerin, who just goes out, turns around at the 25, gets the first down.
Yeah, good play. I tell you, they've had a lot of luck going left and right on the rollouts. And all you're doing with your receivers is just running 5 or 6 yards, just getting past the first down marker, turn around. Sabatino's delivering the ball and the money. Just keeps moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 25 of the Titans. Andrew Dupes reports in. Kevin King goes out.
We give a shout out to that offensive line, too. Sabatino hasn't had any pressure this evening.
1st and 10. We have 1:48 and counting left in this first half. Guerin and Leaper go right this time. Sabatino in the shotgun. Double tight end, and we've got a timeout by the Centurions. So 1:35 to go first half. 27-14. Centurions with their first timeout of the half.
E-News is Cal's online newsletter that allows fans, parents, and supporters of Cal Athletics to keep up with the latest news in Cal sports. E-News is distributed weekly and includes sports from elementary, middle, and high school from all of Cal's Kentucky campuses. For questions, please feel free to contact us at enews@caschools.us, or to subscribe, you can just visit our website at caschools.us and just click Centurion Athletics. Another great way to follow athletics is following that Twitter, and that's follow Cal Athletics on Twitter. For all the athletic news and game updates, you can get times, updates during the game, which I love to do. And once again, you can follow Cal Athletics at Centurion AD. And the last way is just go back on the web and find all those upcoming games. You can go to sports game scores and schedules at our website. There again, that's www.caschools.us. Just click on Centurion Athletics.
You know, Darren, we'll find out at halftime. Gage Guerin, 3 receptions for 61 in that first game. He is far past that, I got to believe, in this game already.
Yeah, but definitely much healthier than he was that first game as well.
1st and 10 for the Centurions. Sabatino in the shotgun with Babin behind him, and Babin's going to get it. He's going to power his way up the middle. They get across the 25 for about a 2-yard, 1 or 2 yard gain. It looks like the 23-yard line is where they're going to mark it.
Hurrying up just a little bit here. Tell you, the Titan defensive ends are playing really well this evening. They've kept Babin and Zimmer pretty much at the inside.
Make it 2nd and 8 for the Centurions from the 23-yard line.
Gonna hit the 1 minute mark here.
Guerin to the left, Leaper to the right. Leaper in motion. Play action. Sabatino looking long.
He's got
He's going to throw it. He's got Will Parr all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, good play there. There again, kind of the play action. He rolls back to his right and just kind of sets, and he's just got to wait for the receivers to turn back. And Parr was the first one. Made good eye contact there. Good throw, good catch. Way to hold on to it, even though he kind of got flipped up in the air a little bit.
All the way down to the 5. It'll be first and goal for the Centurions at the 5-yard line. We are under a minute. In fact, we're at 34 seconds. And I don't know if they got off the field, but it doesn't matter because Babin's going to run in on the right side. Touchdown, Centurions with 26 seconds to go in the first half.
Wow, good play there, good drive. Loved how they got to the line so quickly to run that play where they were trying to get, 3 guys were coming off for the Titans. But with that confusion, it was easy for Babin to get in the end zone.
Titans looked a little confused on that play. I'm not sure if their players got off the field. It could have been offsides, but irrelevant. As Centurions score, kick is up, and kick is good by Cornett. And the Centurions go up by 20, 34-14 with 26 seconds to go against Mercer County.
Wow, that was a good look. I'd say that's one of the better looking drives of the evening. We've had, several scoring drives, but really did that with some of the short passes in order to keep those chains moving along. Good use of the clock by Coach Cantwell as well, leaving only 27 seconds here.
73-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 12 seconds.
Perfect.
9 plays ending in that 5-yard run for Babin. His second touchdown of the evening, his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Centurions go up 34-14. Halftime in the regular season was 35-28, but don't forget, this was the time the Centurions scored with 29 seconds to go, I believe, in that first game at halftime. And then Mercer County able to come down and score in about 20 seconds. So it'd be good if Centurions can hold them here and go into halftime with a 20-point lead. Mercer County does get the kickoff to start the second half.
See if we can get a tackle and keep it down that end of the field. They've had 3 big run backs.
A big kick by Cornett's going to hit the ground. It's going to roll, and it's going to go out of bounds. Just barely. It looked like it was going to roll back. It's kind of like a bunt in baseball.
Yeah,
you're hoping it goes foul or stays fair, depending on what team you're on. We were hoping that one would stay fair. But it went foul, and that's going to bring the ball out about to the 35, I believe, is where they place it.
That may even be a win for the Centurions after those last 3 kick returns.
I think it may be. It's not a bad at all.
But we saw last time, 2 plays, and Drakeford took off for almost a 50-yarder, I think.
No, it was a pass to Dunn.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah,
it was Dunn or Warren. Somewhere I've got those notes.
Oh, you're talking about last game?
Yes.
I mean, last series. They scored
last
like
series?
2
Yes,
plays. I mean, it doesn't take long. Oh, they're going to make them re-kick here, Mike.
Oh, okay. They're going to take the penalty, make them re-kick.
Why not? Didn't lose any time there. See if you can pick up some extra yardage, especially, as we said, as they've run the ball back so well.
So he they tried to add yardage to the kickoff spot there. So it's going to be at the 40 where he's going to kick off from.
He's right.
But I believe it should be a 5-yard penalty.
Well, yeah, the referee's just got.
Cornett's trying.
He's trying.
He tried to give us 5 yards and kick it from the 45, then went back to the 40 where he usually kick it from, and now it's back to the 35.
He's getting some calisthenics in here as many times he's bent over and put that ball down. But here we go. We're ready.
Cornett's saying, I got a plan. I'm sticking to it. Kick is in the air. There's going to be another kick to the side. It's going to be taken. It's going to go off the leg.
He almost stepped out.
Now picking it up and getting free on the sideline again. But
he's
he
out.
stepped out of bounds.
He's out.
Almost with a great run back again was going to be Braden Dunn as he was motoring down the sideline, and he gets out to, I believe, the 38 or 39, and that's where Mercer County will take over.
Yeah, I tell you what, it was getting tight along that sideline, whether they could get him out or not. So good job on that line official. He was standing right there, blew his whistle.
So 1st and 10 for Mercer County. They have been a quick strike offense.
Going to play a little bit of safety defense here by the Centurions.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Drakeford, quick pass out to the side. This is the one, that's the exact play. They went 50 yards on the Centurions in the first game at Christian Academy. This one gets out to the 45-yard line, make it a 6-yard pickup, timeout, Mercer County.
Well, actually, Warren kind of ran into his own player, kind of just slowed him down a little bit. The two Centurions there waiting on him, but good stop here. But as you said, 15 seconds. Good memory remembering that play from last time.
Well, when you have the notes from last game, it helps a lot.
Good job bringing the notes from last game.
Centurions lead 34-14, 15 and a half seconds to go. As we said, a winner of this game, odds are they'll be going to DeSales next week, as DeSales up 40-0 at the end of the first quarter against Western Hills. I would say an overmatched Western Hills team.
Yes.
Timeout is over. Teams are, at least the Titans offense is coming back out.
I'd watch for these little quick passes or screen passes. They really like that, and they've got some quick, strong running backs too.
Dylan Warden, Braden Dunn, their two main receivers. It's 49-0 DeSales at the half now. We got the latest update.
That game will be over quick.
Drakeford in that shotgun. He's going to keep it. This is what he scored on earlier, and he is slowed down by Will Parr, and then finally brought down, but he gets into Centurion territory at the 45. That does give them a first down, and we got another timeout by Mercer County. We have 10 seconds to go now here in the first half. Centurion fans just on the edge of their seats knowing how quick this team can score.
Yeah, I'd love to get in with this 20-point lead, especially since they're going to be getting the ball, Titans that is, getting the ball here in the second half.
In the first game, Mercer County led 35-28 at halftime. Scoring went down significantly in the second half for both teams. Coach Riley, Coach Cantwell having a rather intense discussion with the Centurion defense.
It's real simple. Keep them out of the end zone. Don't get beat behind you. Come up quick, sure-handed tackles.
First and 10 for Mercer County from the Centurion 45. Empty backfield. Drakeford back to pass. Here comes some pressure. He's going to get through the pressure. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man open over there, but keeping him inbounds on a great tackle by Mays.
Good job.
First down. And we got a timeout by Mercer County, I believe, or are they just waiting for the chains to move?
Oh, I thought they'd already used all three timeouts. Guess I lost track there.
Centurions had called one. So we got 1.7 seconds left here in the first half. Mercer County at the Centurion 33-yard line.
It's been a long 27 seconds.
That it has.
And they've covered quite a bit of yardage, too. So definitely reachable from this point for Drakeford. They want to try to throw one up in the end zone.
For you all that are joining us from the NFHS viewership or new viewers on the Cal Sports Network, live streaming on livesportscaster.com at halftime, we just have the camera looking, but there will be no sound. We go dead for about 12 minutes, and we'll come back with a recap of the first half and first half stats and second half action, as right now Centurions lead 34-14 with just under 2 seconds to go in the first half. Centurions with 3 defensive linemen. Drakeford back to pass. Now he's going to run.
There.
He's going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to go
down,
and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. Minrath, Jake Taylor put the pressure on him and bring him down. Centurions looking good in the first half as they lead 34-14. We'll be back in about 12 minutes with a recap of first half and then second half action from Harrodsburg Football Field playing Mercer County. Centurions lead 34-14 at half. Take a break, everybody. Welcome back to Christian Academy of Louisville football. As at halftime, the Centurions lead Mercer County 34-14. The Centurion offense has been clicking on all cylinders as they have had the ball 5 times this evening, and on every time they've had it, they've got a touchdown. And that was how the game started. They took the opening kickoff. Luke Leeper with a 35-yard return to the 45-yard line of Mercer County. And 7 plays later, that 45 yards was gobbled up finally with a 4-yard run by Babin, 1 of 2 touchdowns for him on the evening. The extra point was no good, but the Centurions had a 6-0 lead. But Mercer County came right back as they took their kickoff and start their own 37. 8 plays later, they had covered that 63 yards on a 39-yard reverse by Warren. And the score was 6-7. That was, or 7-6. The extra point was good. Dylan Warren on that reverse. Centurions, they took the next kickoff, returned out their own 37 that time, but 2 plays later, time was 49 seconds. Gage Guerin hit a 60-yard touchdown pass from Sabatino. 1 of 3 touchdown passes in that first half by Sabatino, and this one was special because it was right in between 2 defenders. Guerin came back and got it, and then split the defenders and ran the rest of the way for the touchdown. Centurions went up 13-7. Centurion defense came alive on the next play as it was a 3-and-out for Mercer County, and Centurions took over on their own 42, and this was over a 5-minute drive that covered 58 yards. And finally, it was a 14-yard pass to Harrison Zimmer, and that put the Centurions up 20-7. And the next time, Centurion defense held again as Mercer County had a great kickoff return to the Centurion 36. But 4 plays later, the Centurions took over on their own 36. And then 5 plays later, it was a 32-yard pass to Luke Leeper as he got behind the Titan defenders. And Centurions were up 27-7. But in that quick offensive strike by the Titans came alive on their next possession as they took the kickoff all the way back to midfield. And 2 plays later, after a 6-yard loss on the first play, Drakeford, the quarterback, a 56-yard run from the 44-yard line, and that cut the score from 27-14. But the Centurion offense got it once again, and another long drive for the Centurions, a 9-play, just over 5-minute drive that covered 73 yards. The second touchdown of the evening by Babin on a 5-yard run, and the Centurions went up 34-14, and that is how the first half ended. Darren, you got first half stats for us?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and run down. We'll start with these team comparisons tonight. Here in the first half, first downs, we end up with 6 for the Titans, 15 for the Centurions. When you look at total yards there in the first half, total yards for the Titan offense, 153 yards, 278 for the Centurions. I tell you, a big marker right there is third down efficiency in that first half. Mercer County finished 1 for 3 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. But when you look at the Centurions, 4 for 6 on third down, and then the one they got had to go to fourth down, they got that one. So very, very efficient this evening. When you look at rushing tonight in the first half, 136 yards for Mercer County, 49 for the Centurions, and passing yardage tonight only 17 for the Titans, but 229 for the Centurions. Penalties in that first half, 6 for Mercer County for 50 yards, only 2 for 10 for Cal. Looking at some offensive numbers, Drakeford for the quarterback for Mercer County finished 2 for 6 passing, 17 yards, long of 11 in the first half. And rushing tonight, great job by the Centurion defense holding Yulee just to 4 attempts for -4 yards. Bad news is Drakeford's got 6 attempts for 102 yards rushing with a long of 56 and a touchdown. Warren finished 2 for 36. Receiving tonight, Warren had 1 for 6. Lukic 1 for 11. For the Centurions, Anthony Sabatino, what a first half, was 12 for 15, 229 yards passing. That's a 19-yard average, long of 61 and 3 touchdowns. Rushing night, Sabatino 1 for 2. Harrison Zimmer 2 for 2. Brant Babin carried most of the load there, 13 attempts for 45 yards, long of 7 and 2 touchdowns. Receiving tonight, Gage Guerin, 4 receptions, 108 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. Harrison Zimmer 2 for 19 yards and a touchdown. Will Pard 2 for 34, Brant Babin 2 for 14. Luke Leeper 2 for 54 and the touchdown. On defense, just to get some highlights here, for the Centurions, Nate Dobbs finished with 3 tackles in the first half. as well as Braden Babin and Will Minrath to lead the team. And for the Titans leading, looks like Drakeford with 2, Lukic with 2, Dunn with 2, as well as Dismuke. That's it for the first half. So I think the big key there is, just efficiency by Sabatino on the passing. Great first half by Gage Guerin, keeping everybody honest with that rushing, and then just being efficient. 12 for 15, 229 yards is just an incredible first half.
Well, we talked the first game, Darren, a touchdown was scored by either team every time except for one punt and one field goal, and every other time was a turnover. And we said, hey, can't have any turnovers tonight.
Took care of that.
No turnovers tonight. Said the defense have really got to step up. They stopped Yulee, have opened up a few big plays for Mercer County, but as a whole, defense so much better tonight than that
much
first
better,
game.
And it goes back to being healthy. And the defense really kicked in about that DeSales game after that, and have played really well. Good fundamental, but it's getting all the key players back. And they've done a great job. I mean, they've keyed in on Yulee. He's the one that rushed for 178 yards in that first game, and you hold him to -4. Drakeford's picked up 102, but, man, they've just been on big plays. It's, broken pass plays, a called draw play. He's the one that's really hurt you, so kind of keep that going as well. And
then the Centurion offense, when you get the ball 5 times, you get a touchdown every time, that's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're talking about efficient. When you get the ball 5 times, score 5 touchdowns, there's not too many complaints right there. Loved how they mixed it. They came out, with a 2-back offense, full-back and a tailback, and just started pounding the ball, and that really set up the play action.
We're ready for second half action here. Centurions kick off. Mercer County is going to be stopped. Jake Taylor and Satterfield on the tackle, and to hold Mercer County to return just to the 32-yard line.
Much better. That's one of the better jobs for that kickoff team to hold them, and decent field position, but not too much damage here as they start at their own 31.
It is the 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for Mercer County. Centurions have keyed on Yulee tonight and been able to hold that back. He ran for 176, and there's an empty backfield for Drakeford to start this first play of the second half.
Watch for that draw or a quick jet sweep.
In motion goes Dunn. Now Drakeford gets it and throws it out there and right through the hands of Dunn. On the coverage was Jake Taylor. He was right there on him, and that's going to be incomplete pass. It'll be second down.
Yeah, as you said, came out and go with nothing but receivers and tried to get a little quick pass out there. Got tipped and landed on the ground, so we got almost a personnel change here for the Titans.
Second down.
Complete new package.
It's a Wildcat with Yulee in the Wildcat. In motion goes Warren. Yulee's going to keep it, and he's going to be gobbled up by about 6 or 7 Centurion.
Man, nice
Jake
play
Taylor
there. Jake Taylor leading it, yep. Henry Fetter in there, Braden Babin, nice job. Read that really well, saw the Wildcat. Typically, that guy is not going to let go of it. Yulee didn't. Centurion defense played it really well.
3rd and 9. That's the first time we've seen the Wildcat for this Titan team. Now they're back to their usual shotgun. To the right is Yeast of Drakeford. And Drakeford's going to roll right, looking for a receiver, still looking. Here comes some pressure. Pushing him outside is Babin. Throws going to be complete to Dunn. And Dobbs is going to bring him down at the 49-yard line, but good protection on that rollout. Gave Drakeford time to find him for a first down, but we got a flag down. Probably going to be ineligible receiver downfield.
Well, either way, Drakeford away, he clapped his hands. He could hear the referee talking. It will be against him.
Ineligible receiver downfield is going to bring that play back.
Yep, just, it was, as you said, it was a ton of time. That's just a long time for that line to kind of keep rolling, and one receiver just got too far down the field.
So that's going to take the first down away, make it a longer 3rd down now as the ball goes all the way back to the 27. It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Titans. Looks like Yeast is going to be in the backfield again with Drakeford. He's got trips to the right, and in motion is going to come another receiver. Looking right, he's going to go long, turnaround, going to be a first down. Nice completion out there. I believe it looks like number 25, and that is Jalen Lukic. And it's just shy of mid. Nope, it's going to be right at midfield, so a good play by the Titans to get that first down.
Yeah, one of those, they're just kind of run the seam, nothing fancy. just delivered the ball really well, pick up that first down. And unfortunately, that was another big play, a 15-yard play there.
One thing I did not expect was see the Titans come out passing the ball, but the running attack has been stymied. Empty backfield again for Drakeford. But he is a very capable runner. We've seen him break one for 56 in this situation earlier. Fakes the handoff. Going to roll left, throws a quick pass out.
Hit.
Breaking loose out there, I believe, is Lukic again. We got a flag down in the secondary. It was Lukic again getting the pass almost tackled behind the line, but able to break free for over a 10-yard gain. And this could be on the Centurions. Face mask on the Centurions.
So coming out here with some big plays here by the Titan offense, and then tacking it on here a little bit with the personal foul. Going to push them way down Centurion into the field.
So this is kind of reminiscent of the first series for the Centurions earlier in this game. So Drakeford looks like he's going to go under center now. We have 1st and 10 at the 23 of the Centurions for the Titans. He has Yeast in the backfield with trips to the left. Now Owens is going back to the backfield. Drakeford on a quick snap is going to keep it. We got a flag down. I don't think half the Titan team knew that ball was being hiked. We're going to have illegal procedure. The backs in the backfield were just starting to get set. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Titans. So we've seen about 3 or 4 illegal procedures tonight.
And it seems like it's all been on the outside. Not really, down on the line as far as the Titans offense, but out on the receivers and a couple of the slot receivers.
Make it 1st and 15. Ball moved back to the 28-yard line. As an official comes over to confer with David Buchanan, the head coach, or one of the coaches, not David Buchanan, for the Titans. 1st and 15. So it is Owens and Yeast in the backfield. We've not seen a whole lot of Yulee here in this second half.
Just a Wildcat.
Drakeford under center. He's going to pass. He's looking. He throws it across the middle. Going to be incomplete. He's going for a pass out there. Nate Dobbs on the coverage. And they're going to throw a flag on Dobbs. That is rather unbelievable. That was a pass to Dunn, and he went through his hands, and just as he came down, Dobbs hit him with the shoulder, and they're going to call a personal foul on him, I believe.
Yeah, that's really tough on the defensive player. I mean, you don't know the guy's going to come down with it or not.
So that's going to bring another first down. For Mercer County. So it wasn't targeting, it was just.
Yeah, they did call targeting.
Called targeting, yeah. But Dobbs is still in the game. So it is not a first down. It is going to be 1st and 1 from the 16-yard line. Drakeford's going to pass. Here comes pressure. Babin barely misses him. Going in the end zone. Guerin's going to enter. No, he drops it. Gage Guerin with great coverage down in the end zone. Looked like he had it, but the ball was knocked away from him at the last minute. Going down there for Jamison Lewis of Mercer County. That'll bring up a 2nd and 1.
We mentioned, just bragging about the Centurions, only 2 penalties for 10 yards there in the first half. And here, just the beginning of the third quarter, these big personal fouls have taken a big chunk. Great play there by Gage Guerin, though. Almost got it back for the Centurions.
2nd and 1 for the Titans. And
offsides.
The Centurions with an offsides now. We saw the Titans do that a lot in the first half. This time the Centurions receive the favor, and that'll be a first down.
Yep, 3 penalties out of the last 4 plays.
First down.
All right, first and go from the 8.
Drakeford under center. He's going to hand off.
They did not
free.
blow,
They did blow it
the
dead.
whistle. Yeah.
That is why he got free. Everyone stopped. So Yeast was the ball carrier, and I'm surprised Yulee is not in there in that situation. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8, or 2nd and goal from the 8. Drakeford, play action. Going to throw the pass. It's going to be complete.
Nope,
incomplete. On the coverage, Nate Dobbs trying to go down there to Warren, it looks like. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Titans. You got to be careful of Drakeford running here.
Yeah, he's dangerous either on the rollout or just a straight draw. Going to spread it out. They did this last time with the 5 receivers. Let's Drakeford just kind of get up the middle.
Empty backfield. Drakeford looking to pass. Fires a bullet, but it ain't going to go very far. Completed pass out there. Nate Dobbs on the coverage again. Completed
Dunn, I believe.
Pass to Dunn. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 4-yard line.
Looks like they're going to go. Nope, they're going for it. I thought they were bringing the field goal team. They're just bringing a new package.
So the Centurion defense needs to stand strong here. 4th and goal from the 4 for the Titans. One receiver to the left. 3 running backs. Drakeford under center. Fakes the pitch. Keeps it himself. I believe the Centurions.
He almost fumbled it. Was able to hang on
stopped
to
him, and they're going to take over on downs. Drakeford kept the ball. You're right. He almost lost it on that.
It popped up right in the air, and he's able to recover it right as he's being brought to the ground. Great job by the Centurion defense, man. They hung on tight. Stopped him on that big 4th down. Good. Big drive there. I mean, a lot of that was a lot of penalty yardage by the Centurions, but at least the defense held once they got to the 8-yard line, turned it over on down. So now let's see if we can get this offense, get some space away from that goal line.
Centurions taking it over on their own 1-yard line. That was a 3-yard gain for Drakeford. He needed 4, but the Centurion defense stopped him. 1st and 10 from the 1. Sabatino in the shotgun. Zimmer in the game at the running back position. Zimmer's going to get a big hole on the left, tries to go outside.
That was close.
He had a big hole, and then it shut down quickly. Yeast just came in flying to shut it down, along with Yulee. It is going to be 2nd and 10. It looks 2nd and 12. They're back to the 1 now. I thought they were on the 1 before, but I guess they were on the 3. So they're back a little farther even now. It's 2nd and 12 from the 1. Sabatino gets the call from Coach Cantwell. Centurions break. They got 3 seconds on the clock. Sabatino hands off, beats the clock. Zimmer puts his head down. He is still going.
Chugging.
He is moving along and finally is brought down.
Good job. Good hard run.
He
may have got the first down there, Mike. I'm trying to see the spot.
Final tackle was by Lane Horn, who was drug, and he did get the first down.
Man, he did a lot of that on his own. Once he got held up, he just kept digging and leaning forward.
Make it a 12-yard gain for Zimmer. He's got to be pretty fresh. Babin most of the carries in that first half. Both these runners on the year, they both went over 2,000 yards for their career this year. In fact, Zimmer has more yards this year coming in the game than Babin done. Zimmer just under 700 yards coming into the game. And he's in the backfield again. He's got it. He's going out to the right side on a sweep. He's going to get 4 or 5 yards on the play, it looks like.
Yeah, good positive yardage there on first down. Good hard run. As you mentioned, in the first half, is a lot of the inside gaps. So we're running with Babin. Now we're starting to probe the outside just a little. See if they can kind of push those defensive ends out for the Mercer County.
6-yard gain for Zimmer out to the 19. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Centurions. Mike Botello, Darren Long bringing you tonight's action. Glad to be here. Even gladder the Centurions are up 34-14. Sabatino under center. Centurions go back to the double backfield. Zimmer the deep back. Play action though. Going
Nice
to the side. Guerin goes up. He has the catch at the 38-yard line. He breaks one tackle, breaks two.
He
gets across the 40, and he's going to go down the 45-yard line. Great 7 yards, a hard 7 yards for Guerin. But he makes the completion at the 38. I'm going to tell you, Sabatino threw that ball about 5 yards before he broke.
Yeah, no, just a great read between the two of them, and I love how aggressive Gage is as a receiver this evening, coming back to the ball a lot of times. Then he's like, I'm a runner. We're going to take this thing, and we're going to keep pounding it, and good pickup there.
Caught it at the 38, runs it to the 46. 46, 1st and 10 for the Centurions. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. In motion goes Guerin this time. Handoff, though, goes to Zimmer. He's going to go off right tackle, and he's going to be brought down by a slew of Titans.
Yeah, there was a pile up there pretty quick just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. But what I like there, Mike, is still positive yardage. It's going to be a long 2, almost 3 yards. Looks like he's going to gain on that first down.
Ball spotted at the 47. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Centurions. They started this drive with 8:23 on the clock. They've already had it for more than 3 minutes. Guerin to the left, Leaper to the right. Single back is Zimmer as Sabatino's under center. Guerin in motion. Sabatino play action. He has no one to throw to. He's going to keep. He's across the 50. Goes out of bounds. Dives his way out of bounds down to the 44.
Man, good mark.
Just past the first down.
Yeah, he's got the first down.
So good run by Sabatino. Looked like he knew where he had to run to and dove to get past the first down marker. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Centurions in Mercer County territory at the 43.
What I liked about what Sabatino did there, he didn't quite see what he wanted, and he wasn't going to take a chance. Thought, I've got a chance to get this first down. Takes off, and as you said, right at the marker, dives for it, picks up the first down, keeps those chains moving.
Winner of this game most likely will be going to DeSales next week. DeSales up 49-0 at half. I don't see Western Hills coming back against the Colts. In motion goes Leaper, goes back the other way. Now it's going to be a shuttle to Leaper coming to the left. Does a little stutter step, gets around one runner, 40, gets across the 35, breaks another tackle down to the 30 to the 28-yard line. First down, Centurions.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I say, wow, I mean, Luke came around there, and, man, he did a little hop, skip, jump there to get past the defender and pick up that extra 6-7 yards. Is one Centurion player down. Not sure what happened. Looks like
Stingray Miller
down.
So Luke Leaper with a little double shuttle step there, able to get around one defender, the main one who could tackle him. Then he had about 10 yards of open land, and he maneuvered his way up for that first down across the 30 to the 29 as they attend to Stingray Miller now.
While we have an opportunity, kind of also want to mention about the Centurion Armory. It's a new winter merchandise is now available in the Centurion Armory. The Armory is Cal's retail store with a full line of clothing, accessories, and merchandise for every Centurion fan. Armory is open Tuesday through Friday, 2:30 to 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock at all home games.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I was going to tell everybody, you may think fog is coming in from on the top there, but there's a lot of tailgating going on here, and we have smoke from the grills in the end zone coming across the top of the field there.
Yeah, you can tell we're kind of sitting down. That smoke's not going anywhere, though.
Oh, I did not hear. Did you talk about the pancake breakfast tomorrow yet?
No, I haven't mentioned that.
No.
I thought I'd save that between the quarters here.
Okay. Oh, that's
surely
you got that coming up. The big
there.
Softball pancake breakfast is tomorrow morning. I want to make sure we get that out in the news.
Well, we'll go ahead and announce it since you're going to. It's the Cal softball team's hosting, as Mike mentioned, all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast tomorrow morning from 8:30 to 11 a.m. That is at the Cal English Station cafeteria. Get this, cost is only $5. Tickets can be purchased at the door. All proceeds benefit Cal softball.
I'll tell you the great thing about that. The softball players, softball coaches are out there serving you. You get to talk to them and meet them. It's just a great bunch of young ladies that Kyle Mullen has on that softball team. And the food is really good, too. All the pancakes you can eat for $5. You just can't beat that.
No, you can't. And I tell you, it's been their biggest fundraiser they use to handle a lot of their trips and some of the things they want to do. And I'm going to try to think, Mike, how long that's been. I was AD back when they started that, so it's been a good 10 years and just a great fundraiser for them.
Kyle Mullen, of course, the head softball coach, has done a great job with that team and continues to do so. And Stingray Miller, all 6'7" of him, up and walking off the field on his own power, so that's good to see.
Yeah.
I believe he's 6'7". He may be tall. I just know I stand next to him. I got to look up.
Yeah, not sure what happened. Something about that line as he turned. I don't know if he got caught up with another player, but we hope that young man's all right. And training staff's out there, as well as Dr. Shaper taking care of him. So good to see him up and walking over the sideline.
You know how you know it's cold here tonight, Darren?
No, how?
Coach Cantwell, for the first game this year, is in long pants. He always wears shorts at every game, and he's in long pants tonight, so you know it must be cold.
I'm very disappointed.
1st and 10 at the 29 of the Titans. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter, 34-14. Centurions with a 20-point lead. Guerin goes to the right, Leeper to the left. Sabatino's going to be under center. Zimmer, the featured back in the backfield. And Zimmer's going to get the ball. Goes off right tackle. He is going to be tackled down there by a couple of Titans.
Hey, good play there by Brent McKittrick, number 67 for the Titans. John Young had a hold of him. He somehow got off at John and leaned in to get his paw out and make that tackle. That's going to be another 3 or 4 yards.
I tell you, that combined weight of John Young and that young man with a McKittrick,
yeah,
that's got to be the most total weight of any two players going against each other this year.
Yeah, that side of the field's leaning just a tad.
It is 2nd and 9, 1-yard pickup for the Centurions. Leeper goes to the right. Guerin and Kevin King back in the game, split to the left side. Sabatino goes shotgun with Zimmer to his left. Back to pass. Sabatino going to roll to the left. Fires a pass, going to be complete.
Oh,
good job. Kevin King can't hang on to it. Thought it was a great catch. It was thrown a little bit in front of him. He dove for it, but couldn't quite hang on to it. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Centurions.
So very efficient the Centurions were in that first half on 3rd down. So brings up longest 3rd down they've had here in the second half. So they had this long drive that started way back in the shadow of our own goal line. So see if we can pick this up, keep this moving.
And once again, I would say it's probably 2-down territory here. 2:54 to go in the third quarter. Trips to the right. King, Guerin, and Leeper from outside to inside. Zimmer in the backfield. Watch Zimmer coming out of the backfield for that pass. Nope, we got a flag down. And Sabatino hanging on to the ball. Spin move. He's going to go down. Going to pick up about 5.
I'm thinking this might be a legal procedure. They just couldn't get the play to stop, but we'll see what they call here.
I did not hear the whistles blowing.
Well, they're still spotting the ball, so let's see what they've got going on here. Maybe it's offsides.
So we are going to find out here momentarily.
Legal shift.
Illegal shift by the Centurions. And that's going to be taken, I would think.
Well, let's see what they want to do. Yeah, they're going to take it.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 14 now.
I think definitely passing down here. As you said, Mike, I mean, if you really think about it, 2-down territory. You don't have to get it off. You just already know that you're going for it 4th down. Look for that rollout by Sabatino.
Well, we've seen Sabatino run a couple times on those rollouts as the secondary doing a little better on coverage job on the Centurions this half. But Sabatino happy to take that running yardage. King and Guerin go to the right. Leeper comes left. Sabatino takes the snap. He's looking. Now he's going to throw out to Zimmer. Zimmer's going to be met and held up by, I don't know who that was there. It looks like number 79 and number 57. Isaiah Dismuke and Noah Sewell. on the tackle. 4th and 10 for the Centurions. Centurions 1 for 1 on 4th down plays tonight. And that was a big one. That was a 4th and 12 on the first drive of the game that ended in a touchdown. A very key play to start this game off. Leaper to the right. King and Guerin go left. Zimmer in the backfield. Sabatino's going to roll right. Here comes pressure. He's going to fire it. He's got his, incomplete. Pass was to Leaper, and he took a shot out there from Jalen Lukic. And the Centurions, for the first time tonight, are going to give the ball over on downs and not have a touchdown. But they did take a lot of time off the clock. In fact, they took 7 minutes off the clock on that drive. They started on their own 1 and got all the way down to the 29-yard line of Mercer County, and that's where they'll start on this possession.
Yeah, I think the key there is what you said. I mean, even though they didn't come away with points, that was a long drive, take a lot of that clock off here in the third quarter, but flipped that field, taking the time at the same time.
So both teams have had the ball once in this half and have both turned it over on downs. We now have 1:23 to go in the third quarter. Under center is Drakeford. He's back to pass. He's looking. Here comes pressure, and he's going to go down.
We're going to give that.
It's going to be a sack. On the bottom of the pile was Minrath.
Yep, Minrath was there. Got around his.
Braden Babin, Henry Fetter, Will Parr, all on that joint sack.
Well, like Minrath came around and kept low and was able to kind of almost hook around the offensive guy in order to get a hold of Drakeford's legs, pull them together, and then as the other guys got there, as you mentioned, Babin.
2nd and 13 for the Titans. Yulee in the backfield with Drakeford. Yulee just to the right of Drakeford. Drakeford's going to roll right this time. Looking to pass. He's going to throw back across the middle. Incomplete. Going right. Going for.
Is that Dunn?
Dunn. I say 28, 26, and 22 all look pretty much alike on these uniforms. But it was right in Dunn's hands and popped over his head. It'll be 3rd and long.
Okay, here we go. Centurions need to get a stop here. I mean, they've had the Titans in a couple of these long third downs. They've picked them up. I can only remember once there in the first half that they stopped them on something long like this.
You got to keep Drakeford contained. Kevin King flies to the other side of the field right now. Drakeford back to pass. Looking, he's going to lob it up.
Turn.
It's going to be incomplete, just out of the outstretched hands. Going out there for Warren. Out of his outstretched hands, that's going to bring up a 4th and long.
Really good coverage there by all the Centurions. They were step for step with all the receivers going out for the Titans and just played it really well. Said Drakeford tried to drop it in there. It would have been a great catch if he held on to it because he put it with the only place that he could catch it.
In comes the punting unit. So the Centurions gave Mercer County a -3 yards. They started on the 29 and on their own 26. Drakeford back to punt. He is dangerous.
And number 34.
I always get those made. Noah Davis, the kicker, in. But now I just saw Drakeford come back in the game. He's split up to be one of the defenders. Leaper sets up about the 45-yard line of Centurions. And we got a whistle from the back judge.
Too much time? Delay a game.
Delay a game.
Against the Titans.
So the Cal defense forces a punt by the Titans. They lost 5 yards. Leaper moves up 2 yards. He's at the 46. Punt is up. It is a high punt. Leaper calls for a fair catch. He's going to take it at the 45. He knew exactly where to be.
Yep.
And that's where the Centurions will take over with 29 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Good decision there by Luke. As you said, he probably could have taken that and see if he get a few yards out of it. But, hey, this is great field position. Make a good, clean catch. It actually went down on one knee. Good field position here for Centurions as we get close to the fourth quarter.
Centurions on their own 45, 29.8 seconds to go exactly here in the third quarter. Centurions lead 34-14. That was a halftime score. It's like last game. It was 35-28, and then the end was 45-42. Not a whole lot of scoring in the second half of that game, and no scoring so far in this game in the second half. Sabatino goes under center. Babin back in at the running back position. And Babin gets the ball. He's going to power his way up the middle, and he's going to get about 2 or 3 yards. Yeast in on the tackle.
Yeah, as you said, it literally just kind of bulled his way up in there. And they should be able to let this clock go ahead and run out. Yep, they're going to go ahead and head to the sideline.
Make it a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7 when we return to action here in the fourth quarter, which will be momentarily. And Darren, we talked about Centurion defense needs to come out and keep playing, and they have.
They did, yeah. And, after that opening kickoff by the Titans, they kind of headed down the field, but a lot of that was because Centurions had, I believe, 3 penalties over a 2-play series that really got them down inside the red zone. And then the Centurion defense held, especially on that big play by Drakeford as he went for it on 4th down. They kept him a yard short.
The Centurions took the ball over on the 1. That's where they held Drakeford, and they drove all the way to the 29-yard line of Mercer County before they had to give it back to him. But they did eat up 7 minutes of clock time there. And then the defense came through holding Mercer County and forcing the second punt of the evening by the Titans.
Mike, while we got a chance, we do want to make sure we give a big shout-out and congratulations to sophomore Addie Dewey, who is a KHSA 2A cross-country state champion. The Cowgirls cross-country team placed a runner-up at the state meet. Just a great job by the team, but really a great job by Addie Dewey in order to be the state champion this year.
And we are back to action here. Fourth quarter begins now. 2nd and 7 for the Centurions from their own 47. Sabatino goes under center. Babin in the backfield. In motion comes Leaper, left to right. It's going to be a pitch to Babin. Going on the right side, he's going to trip a little bit before he goes down. He's going to actually lose about a yard or get back to that line of scrimmage.
I tell you, great play there by Dunn. It's a tough young man down there from Mercer County. He's played both sides of the ball, and I believe he's like the second leading tackler for the Titans, and he's had a bunch tonight too.
It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Centurions. So second straight time they've had 3rd and long.
Missed a couple of passes that last series. See if we can get one completed here, move the chains a little bit.
Mays is in the game with Guerin goes left. Leaper to the right. Sabatino back to pass, rolls right, looking. He's got some room. I don't think he cuts back to the left and has a first down. Why would I ever doubt Anthony Sabatino? I thought he was going to be taken down, and he cuts back to the left.
Cuts back century. I think he almost backed up in order to get around that defensive player and get a little bit more head of steam, pick up the first down.
He's across midfield to the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Centurions.
I tell you, as he came around the corner, we both thought at the same time he's gonna run, and it looked like he had plenty of yardage, but man, it closed up pretty quick. But then he had to make that play to get around the one defender to pick up the first down. Good heady play there by Sabatino.
There was like 4 Titans coming after him, and they were coming to his right, and he just stopped, let them go by, and cut back to the left. Guerin and Mays to the left, Leaper to the right. Leaper in motion. Play action. Sabatino's going to throw it out to Leaper. He's got the ball across the 40. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by Yeast, but he gets about a 3 or 4 yard gain there.
Yeah, that was a tough 3 or 4 yards.
I'll tell you, Bryson Yeast is a great tackler on this team. He's the, I believe, second leading tackler.
You see a flag on the play there, Mike?
I did not. Up.
Illegal shift
again on the Centurions. So I'm not sure what they are doing that makes it an illegal shift, but it takes out that pass. And they're going to move the ball back to the 40 and back into Centurion territory. No, I'm sorry, it's not in Centurion territory. It stays in Mercer County territory back to the 49, so it'll be 1st and 15 for the Centurions. 10:22 left in this game. Centurions lead 34-14. That was the score at halftime. Two receivers to the right in Leaper and Guerin. Mays was out to the left, but decides he needs to be to the right. Now he decides he needs to be to the left and goes back. Now Leaper goes in motion. And Sabatino, we got flag coming down.
Yeah, we got two players were moving. You got Mays moving back and forth before he got set. Leaper went into motion, so they're both moving at the same time.
So after a clean first half penalty-wise, Centurions having the penalty yards.
Piling it up here in the second half.
Pick up on them here.
Yeah, it'll be what, 1st and 20.
So 1st and 20, that does bring the ball back into Centurion territory, back to the 46-yard line. I'm telling you, he's getting colder in the press box. Who knows how much colder it's getting down there in the field.
I need these 10 minutes to run off.
So 1st and 20 for the Centurions on their own 46-yard line. Kevin King goes to the left side. Leaper and Guerin split right. Sabatino back to pass, straight drop back, fires it. He's got Leaper. Leaper's going to get to about the 42 before he is going to have the play called dead. He never did go down. He was just pushed back about 5 yards, but they stop his progress at the original line of scrimmage, so a 10-yard gain on that pass. Yeah. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Centurions.
Good pickup when it's 1st and 20. It's a good pickup to get back to your original chain. I actually got past. It looks like, what, 2nd and 8 now.
Mark it at the 42, so make it 2nd and 8. And more importantly, the clock keeps running. King and Guerin to the left this time. Leaper to the right. Babin in the backfield to the right of Sabatino. Now he takes off. Sabatino fakes the pass to him. And now Sabatino's going to keep going. He's looking to pass, and he's going to go down. He had Will Parr open, but didn't find him.
Yeah, that rode out, and he had a couple of times he really wanted to sit and throw, just couldn't quite get his hips kind of turned around. Actually, it might have not been a bad idea just to go ahead and take that yard loss.
So make it a 1-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Centurions.
Another long 3rd down.
He did stay in bounds, so we got the clock still running. Kevin King splits left. Guerin and Leaper to the right. Sabatino takes a snap. He's going to fire it across the middle. He's got his man. He's going to be short of the 1st down. Found Kevin King. He's going to be about 2 yards short, so that'll be 4th and 2 for the Centurions.
Yeah, he was close to it, and then had to come back for the ball for about a yard. Brought him back a little bit further. As you said, 4th and 2, 4th and 3 here. I'm sure they'll go for it here, being inside right at the 35-yard line, I believe.
Another one of the plays, Darren, where they just go out about 7, 8, 10 yards, turn around, and they get that open, just settle down in that open spot and get the reception.
They played it really well tonight. Anything on the inside, they've been good on that. Let's see if they roll Sabatino out.
4th and 2 for the Centurions. King and Guerin to the right, Leaper to the left this time. Sabatino's going to roll right. He's looking. He's going to keep it. Just like you said, Darren, he's going to slide for the 1st down across the 30, and there's going to be a flag come out after the play. And that was a very late flag. And I'm not sure what the call is. It's got to be a 1st down at least, though.
Well, the referee called it. I don't know if it's something that was after the play.
The flag was thrown way after the play.
Dead ball
foul, personal foul against the Centurions. But it's still a 1st down.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it was something that was said or just a reaction by one of the Centurions. But as you mentioned, I tell you what, the yardage is piling up.
So that's going to set the ball back to the 44, but it'll be 1st and 10. And the Centurions got the 1st down, then they had the personal foul, so that moves it back 15. And gives the Centurions a 1st down at the 44 of Mercer County.
Yep, now they got it right. Had to kind of talk to the chain gang and see if they can figure that out. Now the other line judge is calling time. They're going to come over here and talk to the coach, I believe.
They're talking about the clock. I think they're saying the clock needs to be like at 7:20.
7:20 maybe.
So the clock is moved to 7:20. So now we have 7:20 left in the game. Ball at the 44 of Mercer County. Centurion ball, 1st and 10. They lead by 20, 34-14. Playoffs this year, there are 8 total districts. Centurions are in District 4. You kind of got 2 brackets, 1 through 4 and 5 through 8. We'll get back to that in a minute. Sabatino in the shotgun with Babin next to him. He's back to pass again. He's looking, fires it, going to be intercepted. The one thing you didn't want was a turnover. And with the interception was Kalen Drakeford, and we got another flag.
It's going to be on the Centurions, too. I think I saw it on the backside. Probably going to be another personal foul.
So we're going to have we have an interception, and what you wanted to avoid was the turnover. Drakeford read Sabatino perfectly. He had an interception in the first game. He's got one in this game.
You're exactly right. When you say that Drakeford read him, he was watching Sabatino's eyes. That's only his 6th interception on the season. Oh, picked up the flag.
So Mercer County gets the ball back with 6:56 to go in the game at their own 45-yard line. So Centurion defense needs to stand strong here. Yulee in the backfield with Drakeford. Under center. Owens also in the backfield. 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. Drakeford pitches to Yulee. Yulee got some room. He's going to get his best run of the night as he crosses midfield to the 47, but he stays in bounds.
Yeah, as you said, best run of the night. He really got some power up that time. Kind of rolled through the Centurions, picked up a good 7 yards.
They'll make it 2nd and 2 for the Titans. Ball on the 47 of the Centurions. Drakeford is going to pitch to Yulee again. Got a reverse, and now it's a flea flicker back to Drakeford.
They're wide open, too. They can get rid
deep,
of it.
But they're going to catch up. It's going to be intercepted by Guerin. Guerin read it. He's at the 20. He's across the 40, 45,
I don't
50.
think he's going to be caught.
He's going to be brought down. I think it may have been Drakeford all the way across. But you were right there. He was wide open as he used to tackle.
Had 2 guys down there.
But we got a flag down.
I tell you what, yeah, there was 2 guys wide open. They were waving Mike, and Drakeford saw him, was trying to make the turn, and got some pressure just enough that was allowed the Centurions to recover and Gage to get back and make that interception.
So we got a flag on the play holding on the Centurions.
So the interception will stand.
It was during the return.
So the interception is going to stand.
So one interception deserves another, and Gage Guerin comes up with the interception. Guerin has a bunch of interceptions this year. Centurions are going to get the ball, it looks like, in Mercer County territory.
It's gotten a little sloppy here.
Gage Guerin, that is his 5th interception of the year.
That's great, and he read it well. I mean, he had to sprint to get back. But I tell you what really slowed it down and kept that play from happening, giving Gage a chance to get back there, was a little bit of pressure on Drakeford right as he got the ball back. It already passed hands 3 times, and he could not get it off cleanly, and here the Centurions are with the ball back.
Take over at their own 41, 1st and 10. And it's going to be a handoff to Zimmer, who's in the game. Tries to go up the middle, no luck. Now he cuts outside. Then he cuts up and is going to get 5 or 6 yards on the play.
What I like about that, he was going to keep going to the outside, and I think he realized we got to keep this ball in bounds. Went ahead and cut it up right before he got there. Picked up a couple extra yards. Good pickup on 1st down.
So a clean first half as far as turnovers, a clean 3rd quarter, but 2 interceptions here in the 4th quarter. First one thrown by the Centurions, but then Gage Guerin with his 5th interception of the season. Gives the ball back to the Centurions, 2nd and 2 from the 49-yard line. And that should be offsides, and there it is. We'll see if it's offsides or it's going to be offsides on Mercer
County. He jumped
County.
And then just stood up and like almost pointed himself that I'm guilty.
That is the 3rd or 4th offsides on Mercer County tonight. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Centurions at the 46 of the Titans. 5:13 to go in the game. Centurions still up by 20, 34-14. Mays splits left. Leaper to the right. Zimmer in the backfield. Sabatino under center. Handoff to Zimmer. He's going to plow his way right up the middle and pick up 2 or 3 yards.
Love how he's protecting that ball there. The Centurion offense understands what's going on here. They're really keeping a good eye on the clock, letting everything run down. Sabatino's doing a good job picking up that back umpire, watching his count. And as I said, even right there with Zimmer, I mean, he held on to that ball 2 hands, just kind of turned to his side to protect it.
Make it a 2-yard gain across the 45 to the 44. 2nd and 8 for the Centurions. Leaper and May split to the right this time. You got to think the Centurions are going to be running a lot, though. And it's a handoff to Zimmer again. Hesitates, try to go on the right side, but he's not going to go anywhere as he gets in the grasp of Brent McKittrick.
And we got flags all over the place. Let's see what happens here.
So this has become a yellow second half with the yellow flags flying all over the place. And the officials are having quite a discussion.
I think it may be on both. Maybe it's on both.
Could be offsetting penalties here. We got holding against the Centurions. And we got a personal foul against the Titans. So they're going to offset. Or are they?
Oh.
No, we got another flag coming out now. So that one's got to be against the Titans, I would believe, as it was thrown right in Titans territory. So they mark off the holding against the Centurions.
Now
Then they mark off the personal foul.
And then
And if
there's
there's another
15.
personal foul, it'll be another 15. So that's going to give the Centurions, out of this whole mess, a first down. And basically about a 25-yard pickup there. So there were 2 personal fouls against the Titans, 1 holding against the Centurions. Bottom line, I'm even going to add the yardage. Centurions have it at the 25 of Mercer County, 1st and 10.
I tell you, it was such a well-played first half and good defensive battle there in the third. And, offense is having good long drives, and this fourth has gotten a little sloppy.
He's gotten a little cold and tiredness out there, I think. We are just under 4 minutes to go in the game. This is the first round of the 3A state tournament. This has got to be the most competitive first game across the state tonight. Sabatino just waiting for that clock to go down. He's going to hike it. He's going to give to Zimmer. He tries to cut side. Now he cuts inside. He's got a good
still
game.
going. He's got a little
going. First down. Gets down to about the 5-yard line, it looks like. I thought it was the 10, but it actually is the 5-yard line. Great run. 20-yard pickup by Harrison Zimmer.
I tell you, that's what Harrison can do. He could just kind of probe. Love how he reads his blocks and finally cut it to the inside. And he's got those loose shoulders. I mean, it's hard to bring him down if you try to go high, and then he just leans into it, kind of dove. Nice pickup there.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5 for the Centurions. Centurions offense has played well. The defense has played immensely better than we have seen them earlier in the year, getting better every game. Double backfield for the Centurions. Zimmer gets it again, goes up the middle. He is.
No.
He fumbled.
They're going to say it. I think he had to be across the goal line, right?
I guess he wasn't. Let's see what the call is.
I think they're calling.
Drakeford had the ball, and just like the first game, Drakeford.
I think they're going to call it a fumble.
So a fumble by the Centurions. It looked like Zimmer was over the goal line, but it wasn't. And Drakeford, who had a fumble recovery and interception in the first game, does it again in this game.
It's hard angle to see here, especially. Maybe that wasn't the goal line, but I thought he came over it.
So we have 2:53
Either way, it
to
doesn't
go.
matter.
It's been 3 straight possessions with 3 straight turnovers, 2 by the Centurions, 1 by Mercer County. The good news is there's only 2:53 left in this game. So you just can't let up the big play.
Yeah, that's right.
Drakeford's going to go under center. He's got a double backfield, rather surprising. He's going to throw it long. Back is Mays, but it's going to be caught. Mays with the tackle. Nice catch out there by Dylan Warren, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, really good pass. Got it up there nice and high. Good catch there. Big yardage right there on first down.
1st and 10 from the 35 now. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left for the Titans. Yulee goes right to left and then left to right, back to his original position. Drakeford in the shotgun. And he's going to run it. He's got some room as he tries to get outside. Kevin King, a great job slowing him down and forcing him out of bounds.
Yep, does stop the clock, so we get down to 2:22. But as you say, good job by Kevin King because he took the stiff arm pretty hard, but at least enough to get him out.
Make it a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Titans. Yulee just to the right of Drakeford. Drakeford back to pass. Going to throw it across the middle. Ball was knocked down. And I believe that may have been Fetter that knocked it down.
Yeah, I think so.
Fetter getting the big hug.
Good job there, and it couldn't get quite the pressure. Read it really well. Got his hand up there and knocked it down. Nice job on that defensive line.
Going to make it 3rd and 5 for the Titans. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Here comes pressure, but Drakeford gets rid of it. Throws it behind. He was going out there for Dunn and threw it behind him. And on a cold night like this, you're not going to make those one-handed catches behind you.
All right, Mike, here we go. 4th and 5 yards.
5. If the Centurions hold them here, that's basically going to be it. I like our chances very well now, but I'll like them better if we can get them to give the ball to us on downs. You got Kevin King on one corner, Guerin on the other, and Brant Babin and Dobbs deep. There's going to be a quick pass to Dunn. To Warren. He breaks one tackle. He's going to have the first down. Finally brought down by Dobbs. Also back there was Sutherland, but it's going to be a first down.
And he drilled that in between about 2 Titans players and 2 Centurions, and good catch, good pickup there when it could have been the last play of the game.
Ball to 43 of the Centurions. Drakeford looks over in motion. Goes Lukic. Back to pass. He's going to throw long. Back on coverage is Guerin. It's going to be incomplete pass. Juggling it all the way. Guerin there step for step. Going long for Lukic. It's going to be incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Bring up 2nd down. And 9.
2nd and 10 for the Titans.
How many? Right here.
Pass going to be complete.
Got to make these tackles. Kept him in bounds.
Braden Dunn with the catch, but he was kept in bounds. Picks up of about 7 or 8 yards. And they're going to place it at the 35-yard line.
Braden Babin on that stop. Good job keeping him in bounds, making sure of the tackle.
3rd and 2 for the Titans. Quick pass to the left side. It goes in the ground really short to Dylan Warren. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
So here we go, another 4th down. Get one stop. Definitely the ball game. I agree with you, Mike.
We have 1:20 to go in the game, 34-14. Centurions with the lead. Drakeford rolls to the right.
He's in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's going to be brought down.
Good job.
Centurions are going to take over on downs.
We got to see who that was.
That was Will Parr.
Will
breaks
Parr
through there for the tackle all the way back at midfield, and that's going to about wrap it up for the Centurions.
Good job by Will Parr, man. He fought off that. He took an inside move and fought off the block, and then he just went flying in Drakeford. He did not even have a chance. Drakeford couldn't even get it thrown up into the air. Good tackle there by Will.
So I believe we're going to go a second half with no score. After 34-14 that first half, it's going to be a second half with lots of penalties, 3 turnovers, and 3 possessions turned over on downs. Not a lovely second half, but throw in the score, and it becomes a very lovely second half.
Didn't have to be pretty.
Centurions at their own 47-yard line to take over with 1:15 to go. Sabatino's going to take a knee. He's going to go down on one knee. He'll probably have to do that a couple more times. But let's talk about the playoffs, Darren. Centurions now will go to DeSales next week, but then after that, you got districts 1 through 4 that are kind of grouped together, and that then after next week, it is based on your RPI.
That's right, exactly. So we'll just have to see how everything plays out. Definitely know where we're going to be next week and what we have to do in order to get to that next piece.
I kind of just give you the top teams in each district. And District 1 is Paducah-Tillman, who has an RPI of 2. And District 2 is Glasgow, who we've known from previous years, has an RPI of 6. In District 3 is Elizabethtown, the leading RPI of 4. Bardstown also in that district with an RPI of 10. Those two will be facing off next week most likely. And then Centurions, of course, they're number 11. DeSales is number 5. So Centurions win next week. Chances are they'll be on the road the following week, and they would play the best seed, which if things hold out as you think they would, and the Centurions beat DeSales next week, they would be going to Paducah-Tillman, the home school of Coach Hunter Cantwell. This game is over here. Centurions move on in the state tournament with a 34-14 victory. This is, I'm trying to figure this out here, how many straight years the Terrans have moved on into the playoff after the first round. It has been a lot because usually the competition is not this tough. But we'll figure that out. We'll be back in about a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, to recap tonight's game, talk about next week's game. The Centurions travel to DeSales. We'll be back with you in a minute. Welcome back to Centurion football, where the Centurions move on for the 11th straight year to the second round of the 3A state tournament. Well, first time in the 3A state tournament. They had done that in the 2A state tournament previously, but an impressive outing tonight as they knock off Mercer County, the 8th-ranked team in the state, 34-14. And in the first half, it was 2 halves. It was an amazing offensive half for the Centurions in the first half, a decent offensive for Mercer County. Then it was all defense in the second half. But first half, Centurions took the opening kickoff, and Leeper started it with a 35-yard return to the 45 of Mercer County. And 7 plays later, Babin went in with a 4-yard run. During that drive was a big 4th and 12 the Centurions converted. And after Babin scored his touchdown, the kick was no good, so Centurions went up 6-0. Then Mercer County responded as they took their kickoff, returned it to their own 37, but 8 plays later, Warren, that is Dylan Warren, had a 39-yard run on a reverse. Extra point was good, and Mercer County led for the only time all evening that they did as they went up 7-6. Centurions took the next kickoff, got it back to their 37, but 2 plays later, a 60-yard pass from Sabatino to Gage Guerin put the Centurions on the scoreboard and back ahead again with a good extra point. They went up 13-7. Centurions defense then dug in and held Mercer County and forced a punt. Centurions had the ball 5 times in the first half, scored every time. This was their 3rd touchdown of the evening. This time it was a 10-play drive that took over 5 minutes, ending in a 14-yard touchdown pass to Harrison Zimmer from Sabatino. Centurions were up 20-0. And after the Centurion defense held Mercer County on 4 downs and took over, It was 5 plays later, this time a 32-yard pass from Sabatino to Leaper, and Centurions went up 27-7. But then Mercer County struck back, and they had a 2-play drive of their own, a 56-yard drive by an excellent quarterback who can throw and pass on this team of Mercer County. Drakeford, a 56-yard run, and he can play defense as he had an interception and a fumble recovery tonight. And Centurions led 27-14 then, but they did score one more time. It was their second drive over 5 minutes of the evening that resulted in a touchdown. This time a 73-yard drive with Babin getting the 5-yard run, and it was 34-14 at half. So you have a high-scoring first half. You're thinking, well, maybe we'll score some in the second half, but the defenses came out strong in the second half, and the Centurion defense showed their strength. They bent but did not break on the first drive. Mercer County with a huge return. Or on this one, I'm sorry, they only got back to their own 31 on this one. But they got all the way down to the 1 yard or the 4-yard line of the Centurions. It was 4th and goal from there. Drakeford tried to run in. Centurion stopped him at the 1 and took over. But then the Centurions took over at the 1. They drove all the way to the Mercer County 29. It was a 7-minute drive, but they gave the ball back to Mercer County on downs. The Centurion defense forced a punt by Mercer County. Centurions took over at their own 45-yard line. But 8 plays later, it was the first turnover of the night for either team, an interception. And Kalen Drakeford intercepted a Sabatino pass. Then Mercer County took over, and 2 plays later, Gage Guerin returned the favor on a flea flicker as he intercepted, ran it back somewhere. There were like 3 penalties after he ran the ball back. The Centurions ended up getting it on their own 41 is what we know. And it was about a 6-play drive after that. They did run 4 minutes off the clock this time, got all the way down to the 5-yard line of Mercer County. It looked like they were going to score and just finish this game off, but then a fumble at the 1-yard line, which, of course, Kalen Drakeford recovered, gave the ball back to Mercer County. They got all the way to midfield before they had to turn it over on downs as Will Parr with the big sack to stop that drive, and the Centurions come away with a 34-14 victory. You got the stats, Darren?
Yeah, we'll kind of go through here and kind of do a little team comparison here just really quick as we finish up. Team comparison tonight, first downs 12 for Mercer County, 23 for Cal. When you look at total yards tonight, 249 yards. Mercer County finished with 423. That's back-to-back games over 400 yards for the Cal offense. Of that yardage in passing, 296 for the Centurions, 113 for the Titans. And then on the ground, almost even, 136 for Mercer County and 127 for Cal. Kind of the big story as well was the efficiency tonight on third down for Cal. They end up 5 for 9 on third down, 2 for 3 on fourth down. And then the story that Mike just kind of talked about in the second half really got going, especially in the fourth, is penalties. Mercer County finished with 11 penalties for 87 yards. Cal right there at 9 for 74. Individual tonight, Drakeford finished 8 for 23, 113 yards passing. Rushing tonight, Drakeford finished 10 for 93, Owens 1 for 3, Warren 2 for 36. Yulee, the big guy that really hurt the Centurions in the first game, 6 attempts tonight only for 5 yards. For the Centurions, Anthony Sabatino finished tonight 17 of 23, 296 yards passing, a long of 61 and 3 touchdowns. Rushing, Sabatino finished with 6 attempts for 37. Harrison Zimmer, 11 for 45. Brant Babin, 15 for 47 and 2 touchdowns. Receiving tonight, Kevin King, 1 for 9. Gage Guerin, big game. 5 receptions, 135 yards, and a touchdown. Harrison Zimmer, 3 catches for 24 and a touchdown. 2 for Will Parr, 2 for Brant Babin, and Luke Leaper, 4 for 80 and a touchdown. On defense highlights tonight for the Cal team, Nate Dobbs. Wow, what a big night. 8 tackles this evening to lead the Centurions, and Braden Babin, healthy in this game, missed the first game, finished with 7 tackles as well. And then the big interception, as you mentioned, Gage Guerin.
Well, we got past the first round, Darren, and on to the second round. 11th straight year we've gone to the second round. Usually we're not playing DeSales, though. The last 6 years we have played DeSales in the third round. We did play DeSales in the second round back in 2011, 2012. But overall, playoff history 4-5 against DeSales, 11-13 overall against DeSales. But we have won the last 3 playoffs against DeSales.
It's great. And I tell you what, just to finish up with this game, I tell you what I really felt as the game went on tonight is that championship feel and that experience of the Centurions tonight really took effect and kind of got into this game. They understood clock management. They knew what they were doing to get to this game next week. And as you said, this is a big one. It's not anything new. As you just mentioned, we're right there 4-5 in the playoffs, and see if we can make that 5-5 next week. It's going to be a tough time to, a tough place to go in and play, but we've had a lot of success at DeSales Field.
That we have, and how many years did we say there, if you lost the regular season game, you won the playoff game?
Yep.
That happened for about 4 straight years, and we lost the regular season game. So let's hope that
we'll take it.
That stays, and we'll take it. But it'll be tough. You're going to DeSales. It's always a tough place to play, but you're playing for the state championship, and after that, then you will play depending on the seeding, most likely we'll be on the road this entire state tournament. But, hey, I'll be glad to play every week on the road as long as we're playing.
If you're still playing, and, we're going to need a lot of fans out there at DeSales next week yelling these guys on, because it will be one of the games to see in Louisville, I guarantee you.
That it will. If you can't make it, we'll be right here. We think we'll be right here on LiveSportscaster.com and NFHS Network. Going to DeSales is always a little tough place to figure out. It's hard to get a signal. It's hard to get a place in the press box. It's just a hard place to go. But keep your eyes on LiveSportscaster.com. Great to have all the people on NFHS joining us tonight for the telecast. And always great to have you people from Live Sportscaster. Great to have Clay Masters on video, Brad Guerin on stats tonight. Darren, good to have you again.
Loved it.
Big win. I can take a breath of relief, and it'll be a fun drive home tonight.
That's right.
Back to Louisville, and then on to DeSales next week. Biggest thanks to you fans who joined us tonight. It was great having you join us, and it was great having a victory tonight. 34-14, Centurions walk away with this playoff victory to go on to the second round next week. You can't really say they're defending their 3A state championship. They're defending the state tournament as they won 2A last year, trying for their inaugural 3A state championship.
There we go. We'll take that.
So we'll try for that. Great to have everybody tonight. Have a great weekend, everybody. Keep your eyes peeled. You'll be able to see if we're going to telecast next week or not. Chances are we will be, either audio or video, but we will try to get out there and see what happens. And until then, enjoy the victory. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This is Mike Botello, Darren Long signing off. Good night, everybody.